Hello. Welcome to Football Heritage TV. I've got Sky Sports on and I'm looking at the future Tottenham Hotspur manager, Mr. Tim Gillet Sherwood in all his glory. And in more serious news, I've got Nick, Barry, Emerson's number one fan. I've got the Kaufman, and I've got Strasbourg Steve, who can't believe, guys, that I've decided to not watch one game. I'm just going to be Jeff Stelling tonight across all 18 games. Gentlemen, how are we all on this wonderful Champions League evening?
Not too bad. Just looking forward to watching the games, man. Just looking forward to it.
I'm really happy we've got one side that's all orange.
Brad.
It's OCD is really
I'm really. Do you know what I'm really happy about? I'm really happy that Strasbourg Steve has channeled his inner Andy Murray with his "How are you?" Yeah, guys, I can't wait. Yeah,
Andy Murray. Guys and girls in the chat, hello, good evening. Hope you're well. Let us know. Look, this is the first Champions League like this ever. This is the first time that we've had every team playing on the last day, the same day, at the same time. And that means that the league table is going to change hands about 50,000 times and however many combinations tonight. Let me ask you, what's the big story tonight? What in the world of football is the big story that everyone is hoping that Man City don't win and therefore don't make the 24? Or is there another story there that could shock European football?
It's the Stuttgart-Paris Saint-Germain game because Stuttgart, and that's very relevant because if you look at the table, Stuttgart are on that they're in 24th right now, right? They're on 10 points. Man City are directly below them on 8. That's also a massive game for Paris Saint-Germain because I believe obviously they are not guaranteed of anything in the table right now. So that's definitely another big game that people should be keeping their eye on.
27 out of the 36 teams have something to play for tonight. So
I love this new format. I think it's delivered big games. I think it's delivered upsets. I think it's delivered drama throughout. And then we get a final day of who knows. So I think this new format's been amazing because the old format. No, sorry, go on.
No, I'm just going to say what I think people want, and then I'm going to poo-poo it immediately. I know everyone wants Man City to lose because it would be really funny for Man City to drop out of the 24. Basically, a win guarantees them safe passage because they're playing Club Brugge, who are in that 24, and they will go above Club Brugge on goal difference if they beat them tonight. I think everyone thinks that's going to be a really close game. I expect Man City to be 3 or 4-0 up at half-time. I don't think it's going to be squeaky bum. I think it's going to be plain sailing. I know that we were chatting backstage. Ben, you think differently, right?
It'd be funny if Man City...
Ben, I didn't ask you about Spurs transfer window. I asked you about Man City.
It'd be funny if they got knocked out of the Champions League. It'd give them more reason to fire themselves up the Premier League, so they finish above Arsenal, and that would annoy all the Arsenal fans. So that'd make us all chuckle a bit. But we don't know with Man City. They haven't got a lot of their new signings in because it's before the cut-off point where they're allowed to put all the new signings in. And we have to see if a lot of these players that have been playing for them are sputtering a bit. But they've been on decent form recently. So I would expect them to beat Club Brugge. I would expect them to. But that's the beauty of this format. It's given, again, like Steve said, drama, unexpected results. Let's see. It's always fun.
Yeah, I mean, Nick, it is I at first I was one of those fans that were like, well, why have we changed this format? Like, it didn't need changing, but I quite like this. Yeah. The only thing I would have changed, I would have liked less teams to have gone through. It kind of feels like a bit of a sellout that nearly everyone gets through. But if we do see, Nick, a PSG or a Man City go out tonight, you've already got your first talking point, massive talking point in the Champions League, because normally both those teams would fly through a group of a group of 4. And right now we'd all be going, oh, well, they're through. So a good thing or a bad thing, this new format?
Yeah, look, I think we've said on I think we've said on a couple of occasions. I've just been having a look when the draw is and how it works, and I'm still confused. I've sent it to you so you can have a look at it. I don't really understand it either afterwards. But look, I think that you don't go into the final game week with 27 of the 36 teams being able to be involved or something to happen, right? Whether they go through automatically, whether that's they go through into the playoffs, whether that means they get knocked out completely, right? And look, the only team that's the only 2 teams that are 100% safe are Liverpool and Barcelona, right? And they're through. The other 6 teams in the playoffs are not guaranteed to be there. Albeit you probably say Arsenal are probably through because of their superior goal difference. But the rest, I mean, Atlanta have got to be favourites because they've got a plus 14 goal difference.
A draw would help. Yeah, they just need a draw.
So look, like you said, there's going to be so many. I don't think. Look, even when we've had the opening game of the season or the end of the season, 10 fixtures in the Premier League, we've never had 18 games, and not only are we going to have 18 games tonight, we're going to have 18 games tomorrow as well, right? And I'm sure we'll come on to that later and how much fun we'll have with our team. But look, I'm really excited about it. Obviously, for me, Liverpool could be the first team that go 8-8 in this new format. So obviously, like people were saying, they want to be the first team to do it. The first team to do the treble, then the first team to do, the quad, then the first team to do the double. You never be that, obviously when you go back to the first thing Spurs have done, it was a long time ago, but you can never take that first away, right? So if Liverpool go 8-8, and I'll be surprised if they don't rest a few, considering they've got a.
Oh, they're lying, bro. They left everyone at home.
They've got a double game week coming up, so to go 8-8 with this is going to be it's going to be crazy.
Well, let's have a look at their team. Their team is their team is Kelleher, Bradley, Kwanzaa, Robertson, and Tsimikas. Elliott, Endo, McConnell, Chiesa, Dans, and Gakpo. So Liverpool have made sweeping changes.
And their bench doesn't have Salah. Their bench don't have McAllister. Their bench don't have any. Van Dijk is home. PSV it would be very.
Their bench is full of kids. The whole bench is kids. Yeah. By the way,
brilliant. So that's my hacker screwed already. Then.
Oh, did you put Liverpool in?
Yeah. Well, I did all 18 teams, Savva. I did all 18 teams, and this is what I did. Man City, Villa, Liverpool, Arsenal, Atalanta, Leverkusen, Munich, Madrid, Milan, of course, Dortmund, Inter, Juve, Atletico, Sporting, RB Leipzig, Paris Saint-Germain, Lille, and the other team, the team against Young Boys. I can't pronounce their things. 50p bet returns £8,258.87 if that all comes in, which it won't now because Liverpool have gone absolutely crazy on that. So I should have gone the other way, and it probably would have been more money returned.
I left out everybody from my ACCA who hasn't got anything to play for. So i.e., I didn't put Liverpool in. I've not put Barcelona in. The only team I was prepared to put in that you could argue are safe is Inter Milan. They're the only ones. For me, I think Barcelona win if Barcelona win the group tonight, right? They win it tonight. If Liverpool lose and they win, they'll win the group. So that'll be interesting. I don't know how much that matters for the next stage, finishing first or second. I don't know. But look, if we scroll down that table, gentlemen, if you have a look there, so Bayer Leverkusen on 13. If you look down there, look at all these teams. Look at all these teams down to Stuttgart that could end the night on 13 minimum. And these on 16, these on 15. It's absolutely crazy. And you would think that this is mad, that Man City, I'm going to stick with my prediction that everyone laughed at the other week. I said, I think Man City will win the Champions League. And everyone laughed me out of town. I just feel like it's one of those ones where, yeah, it's been really shit, but I think they're going to get through. No one in Europe's going to want to play them over 2 legs. Let's be really clear on that, right? No one's going to want to play them over 2 legs, especially when they're going to have to go to the Etihad. I just feel like they're going to win it. Is this crazy? Am I an idiot?
No, I think amongst the 3 favorites, you gotta put Man City in there. I'm sticking with my pick preseason, Inter Milan. Sticking with Inter Milan,
great
Champions League winners. Yeah, and also, I mean, Atletico Madrid as well have to be up there, and Real Madrid, obviously. I think Barcelona, depth-wise, I'm not too sure about them, but they have like some great players. Managers won the champs before, but I'm gonna stick with Inter Milan, to be honest, because they have the attacking depth, midfield, and defensive depth. So I'm gonna stick with them, and they've been close the past few years.
Plasma TV, dude.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, well.
Listen, first of all, I'm a grown-ass adult. The word dick riding is amusing. Also, I would expect children to come home from school and use that word. Second of all, imagine saying nice things about one of the best teams in the world. Oh, no. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Can't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's like me saying, yeah, I think Real Madrid were in a shout. Oh, always dick riding Real Madrid. Dude, I know you're probably about 4. Actually, 14. Let's go with 14. That makes more sense. Your mum's locked you in your basement. It's okay. If you need to talk to someone, there's helplines. But grow up. You keep coming in my chat and saying, shit, this is your last warning. Last warning, mate. I've seen you before. And if you keep saying dumb shit like this, you're going to be blocked. Grow up. Guys, Arsenal, Brew? Arsenal safe, are they? Oh, I might be dick riding Arsenal now.
I think they'll get like a 1-0 win over Girona, something like that.
They're 3 points above, and they've got a superior goal difference. So there's no way. There's no way they're one of the best defenses in world football currently, and not going to concede like 15 goals in a game.
No, look, they've rotated, right? And that's obviously that, you're not expecting that. I mean, obviously, you've got Kivior and Gabriel in defense. You've got, Marino's come in. You've got Neto instead of Raya, who's injured. Sterling's come in. Nathan Manweri's come in. So look, Trossard's up front. So they've made some changes, right? They don't need to go and win. I think even with a loss, then they're going to go through based on their goal difference. But the important thing is where they actually finish, because you don't want to finish 8th and then put yourself in a bit of jeopardy with the draw in the next round, right? So they want to finish every team wants to finish as high up as possible. That's what's going to benefit them going into the knockout stages. And I think what you get with those teams being in the qualification is it's not like one side of the draw is going to be heavily weighted to, a Real Madrid, a PSG, a Man City, everything else. It's going to be either side, right? So there's no like, if you finish first, you were then going to play this team, and then there was going to be redrawn. Everything is drawn on Friday. Yeah, everything is drawn on Friday at 11 o'clock, all the way through to the final. So you're going to know who's going to be in the 16s, quarters, semis, everything.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And then look, I mean, we've got 10 minutes till kickoff. I mean, the big game from a British point of view got to be Aston Villa at home to Celtic is massive, because if we look at this, look at this league table again, right? Both these two teams, I mean, Celtic, if I remember rightly, are pretty much.
They're through.
I mean, Celtic. They're through, right? They are definitely in the last 24.
Yeah. Celtic are in the playoffs, because the only teams it's from PSV and below. They're the ones that can drop out. And but results go their way. Celtic could sneak in to the automatics. That's the craziness.
It's what happens when you upgrade your manager.
We've gone early.
I wondered how long it would take. I haven't even got to kick off.
Look,
that is really just getting the blade and just going like that.
And Aston Villa, I mean, a win should secure them top 8, unless all the 4 teams above them win, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And
because they're not going to.
Also,
unless
the
Inter
goal
Milan
difference
lose.
is slightly better. So you'd say Aston Villa with a win should probably go through. But you don't. This is the thing. It could be. This is what I'm going to love. It's going to be 1 minute. 1 minute. This is this. The next minute. This is that. Angus has gone early as well. Surprise! Watkins is starting. What? Because you've signed him? No, you haven't signed him, Angus. Yeah. Come on, Angus. Come on, Angus. Let's not do it. Let's not do this, Angus. They've made an inquiry that's been rejected. That doesn't mean that he's coming to Arsenal.
It's almost like, remember when Arsenal wanted Luis Suarez from Liverpool and they bid £40 million and £1. Yeah. The offer they gave Villa today is almost as insulting as that.
Do you know what the offer is though today? The offer 65. More than anything. But no. Forget the value. The offer is a head turner for the player.
Yeah.
The offer shows the player, we want you, whether or not. See, I don't think they'll get him this window. But what it does tell you is you've unsettled him, right? Human nature is we all want to. I keep talking about the food chain. Human nature, you want to go up the food chain. As much as we hate Arsenal, they are the next level up. Yeah. And I reckon if they don't get him this window, they'll get him in the summer. I truly believe that. But what do you guys reckon? They've offered 60. Do you reckon if an 80 million bid goes in, that Villa might
80
go?
Isn't enough. 80 isn't enough.
80 isn't enough.
80 would be enough.
29 years of age?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Villa Villa can do whatever. They can take as much money as they want, especially because he's homegrown as well. He's a homegrown footballer.
Sure,
he's not club trained, but he's a homegrown footballer.
Do you know what would be? Do you know what would be funny though? Is he goes and goes and gets injured tonight or something, and then that's it. He's out for the rest of the season. That just would be.
If you're Villa, you're upset
all over.
If you're Villa, you're upset then because you can get all that money.
Well. Yeah, but look, I think Villa are in a good position where they've got, sell Watkins, we got Duran. Sell Duran, we got Watkins. Sell both, we got 160 million. I mean, it's not exactly, they're kind of win-win either way, right? For both.
Do you know what I would do, Nick? Do you know, and this is only what I would do, and I don't know if there's enough days in the transfer window for this to happen, but if I was Villa, if they could maneuver themselves an 80 million fee for Watkins, and then persuade John Duran to stay as their number one striker.
Yeah.
That's some good money to be investing. And Villa invest well. No matter what we say, Villa have signed brilliantly over the last 3 or 4 years. Yeah. So if I was Villa, I'd be doing that. I'd say it's not like most clubs, you lose your goal scorer and you go, shit, where do we get goals from? We all know Duran will score goals. Yeah, he's a different player to Villa, but if they had 80 million to then go, well, we want this top class centre half or this top class midfielder, I'd do that if I was them.
Here's another dig. It's what happens when you upgrade your director of football and you get someone that knows what they're doing.
Yes.
It's a dig. It's a dig. Just dig them all out.
It's mad, isn't it? So isn't it funny? We've got Richarlison and Solanke, and Aston Villa have got 2 very sought-after strikers playing up front. I don't know how this has happened in the space of about 3 years that it's gone from this to that. Look, other than that, there's a lot of games. I mean, Barcelona, Atalanta, that's a great game tonight, isn't it? I haven't seen, actually, let me see before I say that.
Barcelona went strong with lineups.
Sorry?
They went strong with their lineup.
Yeah, Barcelona have gone very strong.
Yeah.
And both teams have gone very strong. Love to see that. Both in the top 8 at the moment. I think Barca have qualified. Atalanta should, but I think they'd feel a bit more comfortable if they managed a point. That's a great game, isn't it? Barca v Atalanta.
I got that on one of my screens. Definitely going to watch that. Definitely watching that.
Do you think, and Miss Bunny's just put it in the chat, do you not think Arsenal wait and see if where Newcastle finish and try and go for Isaac in the summer?
Yeah,
would
take
be
150
interesting.
million, but
That would
yeah.
be an interesting thing. I think if Villa can maneuver themselves into the Champions League positions, I think Isaac might be interested to go, because if Watkins goes to Arsenal, they're not going to buy Isaac, are they? So that would be a very interesting one. They'd go for the long game, and I think Isaac would be a really, really decent signing for them. I think he's a top player.
Difference? What's the difference in fee for Isak and Ollie Watkins?
About 50 million.
I think Isaac is 110 million.
No. Newcastle priced Isak at 150.
They're not getting 150 for him.
If he signs a contract, then
they're not getting 150 for him.
Yeah, you never know.
He's going to be
said so.
He's going to be north of 100, right? I mean, Isak is a top footballer. Look, I don't know. Maybe Arsenal are looking at that for their. Maybe they're looking at Watkins from a homegrown perspective. I don't know. But what I do know is, if Arsenal were to get an Ollie Watkins, I think it changes Arsenal completely, not in a good way for everyone else. I think that's exactly what they need is a goal scorer.
I don't know. I think Arteta's going to stick with his guns, though, on Havertz. I think he's going to die on that hill. hill.
It also means they could pivot. They could pivot the formation because now they've got someone like Calafiori and you can play left centre back.
They never play him at left centre back. Arteta's a weirdo, bro.
If they have Watkins and Havertz, they could pivot to a 3-5-2 or a 3-4-3 with the wing talent they've got. They've got Trossard, they've got Saka, they've got Sterling who they can bring off the bench if they need someone with a bit more experience. It allows bigger tactical inflexibility in certain games.
Yeah, but Arteta's not that tactically flexible.
Calafiori's not a good left back. He's not good. He was really good for Italy in the Euros playing left centre back. That's where he's best in, and they don't play him in that position.
Because Arteta's not good enough for the job, so of course he's going to make poor decisions like that, like playing players out of position that they're best in.
Yeah, I wouldn't talk to Free Tottenham fans about managers that aren't good enough playing players out of position, Steve, because we'll ring the book out about our situation.
Well, just quickly, I mean, Romano has announced in the last half an hour that John Duran is signing for Al Nassr for 75 million euros. Now, Aston Villa, I'll tell you what, whatever we think of them, they have this knack of bringing in players and selling them for a massive. I
think that means Watkins stays. I think that means Watkins.
Yeah. 75 million euros. Let's be fair. Aston Villa are laughing. They signed him for 16 million euros. What's that? 12 million pounds?
Yeah.
And they're going to get
MLS. Yeah.
And they're going to get 75 million. When was the last time Spurs bought in a player and turned them around for that price? That quickly?
Gareth Bale.
No, but that quick. Hang on. I'm talking about that quickly.
That quickly. I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
And for a sub. They're selling their sub striker for 75 million euros. That is utterly crazy. Now, first of all, I'm really disappointed in John Duran, if I'm honest. I'm really disappointed players of that age going out to Saudi League. Really, really, I don't know. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right.
He's got people to look after in Colombia. That's what you see with a lot of South Americans. They don't come from even half decent places. Some of them come from the straight.
It's not like he's a pauper though, Steve, is he? It's not like he's a pauper.
I'm not Steve. Yeah. I'm sure he's getting paid. What my point is,
of course he's getting good at Villa. But like Savva, if Saudi Arabia offered you however much you make off of this or whatever job you've had, if they tenfold your salary and they say go move to Saudi Arabia, we're all going to consider it.
If I'm a multimillionaire, right? If I'm a multimillionaire at 21 years of age or whatever he is, being targeted by a number of top European football clubs, why would I go there now? I'm gonna make money wherever I go. I'm gonna make 100, 150 grand a week.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
it just when has these salaries been more important than
Because you're only really going to get 3-4 years there, aren't you? You're going to get 3-4 years, yes, but it's a higher potential at 21 that he's got a higher potential of playing in top leagues, playing for bigger clubs, which means bigger sponsorships, which would mean more of a household name, which means post-retirement age being able to earn a bit of money. Like, look at or David Beckham. It's the wrong example to make, but because David Beckham played for the biggest clubs, he can now market himself as David Beckham because he played for all those big clubs.
Yeah.
Neymar did it as well. If Neymar stayed at Barcelona instead of going to PSG, how much bigger a name would Neymar be around the world? And there'd be more shirts, and he'd be out. But he's gone over there. He's made a shit ton of money to play 5 games. Now he's going back to Santos because no one. So there's higher earning potential of playing for more competitive clubs for longer, I would say.
I think it's all just, you know what it is. It's just a huge matter of perspective. We're fans. I don't know if any of you guys have ever been pro footballers or were about to or semi-pro. Yeah, so it's easy to say all this stuff, but I guess from their perspective, some of them genuinely view it like a job.
No, hang on. No, it is a job. It is a job, but never in the history of football have we had football fans talking about trying to justify why a player would go to the Saudi league at the age of 21 rather than going and joining Europe's top teams. Like, it's a real sad indictment of 2025. By the way, Alexander, I hate when this guy does this. He does this so much. False rumor. Fabrizio Romano has posted this in the last hour, that they are on the verge of reaching an agreement, right? And they're saying it's between him and Boniface, right? If you're saying false rumor, I mean, that's a pretty false rumor for Fabrizio Romano to turn around and say they've agreed terms. Like, come on, dude. Like, I've no idea. I've no idea.
Boniface would be a good signing for a Villa. Boniface is a good footballer.
Very good. He's a bit injury prone. That's a big problem.
Yeah, but if they keep if they have Boniface as sort of the rotational player, that's a massive upgrade.
There has been a goal in the Champions League, and it is Aston Villa 1. Whilst we're talking about them, Aston Villa 1, Celtic 0. I don't know who scored just yet. I will let you know shortly. It's got to be Watkins after all this, isn't it? Aston Villa are 1-0 up. So that will put them. This is going to be mental all night, isn't it? That will put them right now.
Morgan Rogers is the goal scorer.
So top that boy.
Good.
Yeah.
That is a brilliant signing. Morgan Rogers with a goal after 3 minutes. So Aston Villa 1, Celtic 0, and Inter Milan 1, Monaco 0. Inter Milan has scored. And Lille 1, Feyenoord 0. Salzburg 0, Atletico Madrid. Hang on.
All the goals that are flying in. Goals.
Salzburg 0, Atletico Madrid 1. The only one I'm not sure if it will stand is Lille. I'll let you know.
I'm looking at the Lille game right now. I'm about to see the.
What's going on? What's going on with Brest and Real Madrid?
Let me finish my sentence.
Go.
I'm trying to read out the scores and no one's.
Clear it.
Oh, Jesus. Lille 1, Feyenoord 0. Sarawi with the goal. Salzburg 0, Atletico Madrid 1. Giuliano Simeone. Lautaro Martinez is the goal scorer for Inter Milan. 1-0 against Monaco. And Morgan Rogers 1-0. Villa against Celtic. And I'll let you know in a minute what the how that affects the table.
Good goal from Sarawi on the right. Lille working it very nicely on that right-hand side with Meunier. Good work,
Steve.
Jonathan. David to Sarawi. What?
Sorry, Steve. Aston Villa 2, Celtic 0. Aston Villa 2, Celtic 0. Morgan Rogers with a brace inside 5 minutes. That must be electric there right now. And at the moment, that will see Aston Villa into 6th. At the moment, Lille and Aston Villa have now crept into the top 8 as things stand.
Conference
Long,
out.
long way to go.
Block that. There you go. Get tight on Conceição, man. Can't allow all this.
Aston Villa showing Tottenham and Man United how you play against a team from the Scottish League just by battering them.
Any angle, you got more angles than a freaking protractor, mate. That's what you got.
Damn right, mate. Damn right.
For some reason, Brest and Real Madrid kicked off 4 or 5 minutes later than everyone else. I don't know why, but.
Oh, good. Pavlidis, go.
You could say, Barry. That's
Pavlidis, extra call group. Shoot! Oh, it's a save from Pettit.
There's been a goal. There's been a goal in Germany. Stuttgart 0, Paris Saint-Germain 1. Barcola has scored. So that should, at the moment, that would see PSG, if I'm not wrong.
12?
Yeah, PSG would be through with that result.
Off a corner.
As I was saying to Barry, maybe it's gone tits up in Brest.
Maybe.
Wow. Are you proud of that?
Yes. You've got to make it Gillot Soccer Saturday, Savva.
Gillot?
Gillot. Barry's going to have a sandwich out in a minute. Steve's going to fall over.
By the way,
PSG up to 16th now, and there's even more teams on 13 points.
What an assist from Doué!
By the way, you know my mate Alex in the chat that said false rumor, Savva.
Yeah.
David Ornstein has just tweeted in the last 2 minutes and said, exclusive, John Duran set for medical in London on Thursday before move from Aston Villa to Al Nassr. 77 million euros plus add-ons agreed in principle and a 5.5-year contract in place. Arsenal made approach for Watkins on Monday, quickly rebuffed. So it wasn't today, it was Monday. So again, when people are saying
that's fake, totally fake.
Ornstein's wrong. By the way, Bayern Munich 1, Slovan Bratislava 0, Thomas Muller with the goal. There are goals flying in all over Europe right now.
Goals.
Good header from Thomas Muller up across from the right. Good header, Muller. Should be slapping these guys up about 5-0 tonight.
I was trying to make a yogurt pun with Thomas Muller, but I couldn't think of one. So
he always sticks them in the corner.
Does anyone know in the chat the fastest
Savva.
ever Champions League hat trick?
Mo Salah.
How many minutes?
Did it against Rangers 2-3 years ago in about 10 minutes, I think.
So Rogers got about a minute left to beat that, right?
The one before that was a Bafétembi Gomis hat trick for Lyon in 2016. That was the one before Salah broke it.
He was a bit of a cult hero, wasn't he, at Swansea? Bafétembi Gomis.
Yeah.
He was a bit of a cult hero. He was.
I liked watching him at Marseille. That celebration he does is hilarious.
He was at Lyon as well, wasn't he? Before he went to Swansea.
Lyon, yeah.
He played against Spurs in the game that Dembele scored that goal in the last minute.
Yeah,
long time ago. That was a cold evening. If anyone in the chat was at Lyon away when Dembele scored, that was a good day out.
By the way, Man City are currently the team missing out in 25th at its stand. At the moment, Atalanta, Bayern Munich, Leverkusen, Dortmund, Madrid, Juve, PSG, all outside the top 8. So it's going to make, I'll tell you what, it makes for the playoffs very, very exciting, doesn't it? But there hasn't been a goal for 3 minutes across Europe. So it's very disappointing.
It's interesting from a Juventus point of view because they've lost their their unbeaten streak. They've lost their unbeaten streak, so maybe that could possibly knock them a bit off confidence.
They got schooled. They got freaking schooled on Saturday.
Conte ran rings round Motta the other day. He ran rings round him. Motta is still a young coach though in terms of that league, so you've got to see how Motta takes them through this. Because I think Juventus should be better than the 6th in the league, or 5th or 6th in the league, even though they have been unbeaten.
The squad construction was poor, though. Oh, chance Benfica. Oh, no.
Which game are you watching, Steve?
All of them. He's watching all
18.
I got 6 on right now.
18.
Yeah. I have 2 laptops.
6.
Yeah, I have 2 laptops, 3 TVs, and I'm watching a game on my phone. Yeah.
Are you at the Sky Sports studio? Like, what you 6? Jesus Christ. Oh, I love it. I love Steve so much.
The first legs, by the way, first legs of the playoff round, February the 11th and 12th, and the 18th and 19th.
That's coming up.
By the
Very
way,
soon.
we're just we're at this currently we're with Ellen Ellard at the So Legal Stadium. So all these reporters have got the Champions League games, but Ellen is doing Barrow v Doncaster. Bless her. She's
Big up
at
Doncaster.
Barrow, looking really, really cold. So, can you imagine? Right, we're going to send you to France. You're going to Germany. You're going to Sporting.
You're going to Milan. You're
Do you
going
know
to
where Barrow is?
You're going to Doncaster.
You'd be gutted, wouldn't you? Absolutely gutted. There's no more goals at the moment. I'm really disappointed. I expect goals every minute of this. I said Man City will be 3-0 up at half time, didn't I?
Stuttgart are in. Undav shoots. Saved Donnarumma.
He loved it. You
We
love
really
it.
need to make this a thing.
Okay.
We need to make an actual Sky Sports studio.
Oh, good. Good news, everyone. Arsenal scored, but it was offside. Angus, you.
Yay.
Oh, hang on. Salzburg 0, Atletico Madrid 2, Antoine Griezmann. As far as I can see, Atletico Madrid have qualified now. They're on 18 points.
Yeah.
I don't believe that anybody can catch them. So Atletico Madrid are through unless something crazy happens in Salzburg. At the moment, Liverpool, Barca, Inter, Atletico, Arsenal, Villa, Milan, and Lille are the top 8, with Atalanta and Bayern Munich, the 2 right outside the top 8 at the moment. Mamba has said, what Spurs provide the drama tomorrow? I mean, surely we're safe, aren't we? Surely in the Europa League at home to Elfsborg.
I don't know. You're talking about Spurs, Savva.
Surely we're safe.
It's Spurs when I'm going, which means that anything can happen.
Yeah.
Oh, red card Monaco. So Monaco, if this is true, Monaco are 1-0 down away at Inter Milan. That's going to be That's going to be a long night for Monaco. Will they? Yeah, Alebi, Christian Mawisa Alibi has been sent off for Monaco, and Monaco, who are currently 17th, so they are through at the moment. Can't see a lot changing at the moment. It feels like it's settled into a pattern of all the top clubs are winning, apart from Man City. But we'll see.
Can't say that Man City are a top club, Savva. Can't say that.
Oh yeah, Dick Riding, right?
Yeah, you can't say that.
Dick Riding. I can't imagine. Like, do you know what? If when I was younger, if I'd ever said like in front of my mum,
"Whoa, goal, Feyenoord!" Oh, it's offside. No, it's not. Trauna header from Feyenoord. 1-1 in Lille. 1-1.
Lille 1, Feyenoord 1. You're saying it's Trauner. Sky Sports are saying it's Santiago Jimenez. Who scored it?
He got a little. So it was a header from Trauner off a corner, big ball guy, and then little deft poke from Jimenez in front of the box.
I think we should.
That's a top striker. By the way, that is a freaking good striker in Jimenez.
I'd take him all day long. Yeah. I'd take Santiago Jimenez all day long at Tottenham Hotspur.
Very good striker.
Good player.
That's his 5th Champions League goal. Fourth Champions League goal in 5.
You just know someone's going to get injured tomorrow, Gary. You just know it. You just know it.
Tottenham
Yeah, so
winning.
Lille,
Tottenham
hang on,
Hotspur winning.
that has changed things. So Lille have now dropped from 7th to 12th through conceding that one goal, and that now means Atalanta have got the last safe position right in 8th place.
Speaking of injuries,
two bits of news from Tottenham Hotspur. Tottenham Hotspur under 21s are 1-0 down, and Tottenham Hotspur women are 1-0 down. So the club is an entire shit show. The club.
We'll come back to that in a second. Just so you know, so Inter Milan are 2-0 up against Monaco. So that game is done and dusted. Monaco down to 10 men. Borussia Dortmund 1, Shakhtar Donetsk 0. And Man City, I believe, did score.
Shoot! Yes! Yes! 100 Benfica! Yes! Stuttgart! They almost scored! That's lit.
Which goal are you celebrating, Steve?
What are you talking? Who?
Benfica 1-0. Benfica 1-0. Vangelis Pavlidis, another very good striker.
We talked about him, Nick, didn't we, 2 weeks ago? Pavlidis. He is a very good striker. So, to bring you bang up to date, Salzburg 0, Atletico 2, Griezmann with the second, Lille 1, Feyenoord 1, Santiago Jimenez, Juve 0, Benfica 1, Pavlidis scoring again, Inter 2, Monaco 0, a brace now for Lautaro Martinez, and Borussia Dortmund 1, Shakhtar 0, Grassi has scored. So what that means, let's have a look at the little league table. Let's see how it's all changed. At the moment, Atletico, Liverpool, Barca, Inter, Atletico, and Arsenal are safe. Villa, Milan, and Atalanta have got the last 3 places. Borussia Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Bayer Leverkusen, Feyenoord, Lille, Brest, and Real Madrid make the rest of the 15. Man City currently going out, and that second Martinez goal has gone to dreaded VAR.
Shout out VAR. Every day.
Boo.
Oh, so that's what's happening in the world. My bet, how's my bet looking?
By the way, real quick, Savva. Juventus, speaking of center back injuries, Kalulu had to be subbed off for Locatelli. So Juve's back line right now is a back four of Timothy Weah at right back, Locatelli, who was the other one? What's his name? Gatti, and also McKennie at left back. It's not a typical
By the way, there's been a goal which will change things drastically. Now, Dynamo Zagreb 1, AC Milan 0. Now, what that does, that knocks AC Milan out the top 8, but more importantly, puts Dynamo Zagreb into the 24. Yeah. So, Dynamo Zagreb 1, AC Milan 0. Let me just double check my maths. Yes, that will put Dynamo Zagreb above Stuttgart, who, by the way, have just gone 2 down at home to PSG. Yeah. Ousmane Dembele with the goal. So it's all happening. And at the moment, Man City are the only ones that are of the big boys that are not in that top 24.
Yeah.
Still no.
This is when I've got to back up Barry, because Barry, this is what happens when you drop Emerson Royale out of your squad. You get knocked out.
Sarawi for Leo.
He's injured, mate. He's injured.
That's what happens.
That's what happens when the goat's injured.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Clear that. Foul.
Right. Emerson Royale is the man.
As it stands, Dynamo Zagreb are 24th with a -7 goal difference, which is hilarious. Stuttgart are 25th. Man City are 26th at the moment. So all to play for. But Milan have now dropped out of that top 8, and Borussia Dortmund have replaced them. So
need to-
Borussia Dortmund are going through. So at the moment, Borussia are the only German team in that top 8. You've got Atalanta and Inter Milan from Italy. You've got Barcelona and Atletico Madrid from Spain, and then Arsenal, Villa, and Liverpool from England. It's all happening, guys. It's good.
Yeah, the
By the way,
interesting,
the
the other
Milan
interesting
goal-
thing is if Bayern Munich score 2 more goals, it won't be goal difference, it'll go on goals scored, and then God knows
Yes.
who's going to be in there.
Yeah.
By the way, the defending on the Milan goal is
Wow.
terrible from what's his name? Oh my God, what's his
Yeah,
name?
big up to
Fabio.
Foxy. Big up to Foxy. Remember, Savva, he had that Aka, and you said, "Oh, Leipzig were never gonna." Who did they beat? And you said, "We said
Sporting.
it's not gonna
Sporting
happen."
CP. Sporting. They beat
And
Sporting.
Yeah.
they did. They did.
Oh, talking of bloody Sporting, they're in my ACCA tonight. Sporting Lisbon 0, Bologna 1. Sporting, right, let's see. Oh, Sporting Lisbon ruining my 7-team ACCA, the only one losing. But Bologna, let me just quickly look at the
Conceição.
table. Bologna, Bologna
No, they go up
can't
to
do
8.
a thing.
They're
No,
not even.
they're out.
They're not even
They're
in.
out.
They go up to 27th. Not even in the conversation.
They're
What
out.
is the point?
They're out. Yeah.
Yeah, so Bologna are out, but Sporting now need to be careful because if Stuttgart and I don't think both can they?
Not unless Stuttgart score 4, or I don't know.
Yeah.
It's going to be goal difference.
Stuttgart a lot this show, haven't we? Stuttgart. I think
big
it should be a
game.
drinking game. How many times can we say Stuttgart?
You guys remember the last time they were in the Champions League?
No, so they would be out because Sporting are on 10. So if City win, Sporting drop out.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, so City, the only ones now that can overtake Sporting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Club Brugge. Club Brugge are going to safely go through unless. Yeah, so Stuttgart losing to PSG is doing a lot of teams in and around that 24th place spot a load of good. But
By
for
the way,
my ACCA, anyone that cares about my ACCA, I've got Villa, Real Madrid, Shakhtar, and no, I haven't, Dortmund, Inter, Leverkusen, Man City, and Sporting. So Sporting are killing that at the moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
I blame
And in
Barry.
my 18 team ACCA, there's too many results that are a draw at the moment. So can we get some goals and can we get my teams
Who
winning?
shot
please?
from Stuttgart block?
Steve, you love it, don't you? You love it.
Oh, yeah.
The Champions League night, this night and tomorrow night was made for Steve. They're like, what can we give the most excitable fan with 85 clubs in the world? What can we do? Put 18 games on all at the same time.
Oh, for sure.
I
Absolutely.
bet Ben Q are probably really upset they've not given Steve a monitor sponsorship and just gave him 18 screens to watch.
Yeah.
In the big game, Barcelona versus Atalanta,
No.
it was billed as the big game. I don't really think at the moment, it's not going to matter. Barcelona, it doesn't matter for. Atalanta must be feeling a little bit on knife edge because depending on what Milan, Bayern, and Leverkusen do, depends on whether or not they go through and Feyenoord as well. So that's where I think it's going to be more interesting at the 8th place rather than the bottom.
Real Madrid are surprising me. 0-0 after 20 minutes. I guess they don't want to get through. They'll over 2 legs. You don't fancy Real Madrid, do you, over 2 legs?
No, that's the thing. No one's going to want to go to the Bernabeu, are they?
Yeah, you're right.
Well, it doesn't matter because even if they're losing, they go and play away and they'll find a way to win, don't they? That's how disgusting Madrid are.
They do. Let's just have a look in the Man City game. Why is my app always try and play it right in terms of that game? It is all Man City. They've had 74% of the ball. They've had all the shots, but none on
Not doing
target.
too much. Yeah, not doing too much with it. Yeah.
Sounds like Spurs with the possession, not doing much with it.
Yeah, let's not liken us to Man City. It's
Can't
It's
say
a-
nice
it's
things about Man City, Savva. You're not allowed.
oh yeah, sorry, we're better than Man City.
Yeah, we're better
We're
than
better
Man
than
City.
Yeah, we
Obvious.
against Man City this
We're better
season.
than Man
This
City.
season, we're better than them, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah, we're better than them. Just saying, we've had a better record in the Europa League than Man City have this season. That is a fact.
Ooh.
Oh, Aston Villa nearly 3-0 up. They've just hit the post.
I thought you weren't watching the game.
No, hang on, I flicked it over because Lee Hendry got excited in the studio. So I flicked over. The shot hit the post and bounced up off Schmeichel into his own hands. So at the moment, they are winning They are still winning 2-0. We haven't had a goal for about 4 minutes, which is
Oh my!
I love the anticipation of Barry's face when he's about to do so. It's like
Just watching Steve. If you're ever like stressed or having a bad day, and you want to relax, just watch Steve and his reactions to goals.
Wow.
It's incredible. His
Reinders.
noises as well. Noises are incredible.
Clinton Morrison looks well bored in the studio. He's talking about PSV versus
Good
Liverpool.
job.
Let me see if I can give you any hope for your ACCA, Barry.
Liverpool have got a penalty.
Have
That's
they?
a hope. Yeah. Chiesa's been brought down. Apparently he's injured as well.
Let me see if I can find it. I found Barrow v Doncaster.
ooh.
Hang on, here you go. I found it.
Chance for Slovan. Oh my God.
Right, Gakpo's going to take a penalty here for Liverpool.
Good save, Trubin. Good save. Good save. Good save.
Stick with me. Gakpo's stepping up. 2 or 3 paces. Right-footed. Here he goes. Great pen. Bottom corner, great pen. Liverpool 1, PSV 0. I don't know what that, other than the fact that makes Liverpool even further clear at the top of the table. I don't know how that affects PSV. Are okay. I don't think they're okay.
They're down to 11 points now. They're down to 11 points, so it makes them a bit dodgy.
It does, but who can overtake them?
No one can overtake Liverpool. Why?
Man City and Stuttgart are the only ones, and Stuttgart are 2-0 down. So Man City are the only ones. I think they're safe because they've got 11 points, but they've got a 10-goal better goal difference than Dynamo Zagreb.
What a great goal that is in the Doncaster game by that guy, whatever his name is.
By the way, some good news coming out of Spain. Girona 1, Arsenal 0. Girona 1. Surely we can all get behind it. Come on. Hang on, let me see if I can find the goal.
Shame about the Arsenal.
No.
Shame about
Oh,
the
oh,
Arsenal.
it's 2-0 to Doncaster Rovers against Barrow. They've just scored again.
Oh, they have. They've got 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Big up Doncaster. What a goal. What
To
a
make
goal.
it even better, who scored the Girona goal?
Oh,
And the beat.
It's Ryan
Legend. Danjuma.
No.
Oh.
Look
I've
how
waited
shit
for
we are. That we are. All of our hope and dreams in football comes from them lot losing games.
Brian Hill
Hey,
and Dan Juma. That's our guys.
Savva, sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles, man.
Amen.
Can Arsenal? Is there any way Arsenal don't qualify? It's not. Is
No.
there? There isn't a way.
They
No,
can miss out on
it is.
top 8. Ukabaka backer, Leo. Oh, header's wide.
Atalanta, are they winning?
By the way, Santi Jimenez subbed off for 5.
I don't know if they can. So if Bayern Munich win, who are Bayern Munich playing?
Slovan Bratislava.
They're already. They're
Oh, they're
on.
winning. Yeah. So Bayern Munich can't take Arsenal. Villa are winning. They can't.
Dortmund
Atalanta can if they win. Now Arsenal are safe. I think Arsenal are safe. Hate to say it.
Leverkusen. They can go to 16.
No, the goal. Even if they won, the goal difference.
Feyenoord.
No, goal difference is going to knock those two teams away. Arsenal are safe. Unfortunately.
Unless Girona score 10. Yeah, is that what we're saying?
An Arnold
Come on,
Danjuma
Brian
double
Hill.
hat trick.
Come on,
Danjuma
Brian.
and Hill masterclass.
This Barrow.
Hang on, are they
versus-
both playing?
The meltdown from Angus just for that would be incredible.
Yeah.
This Barrow versus Doncaster game is a bit rubbish, isn't it? But it's really entertaining.
Angus,
can't
are
pass the
you
ball five
Arteta in or out this week? I just want to understand if you're Arteta in or out this week, mate, because I'm not sure where you sit.
I don't know why anybody would be.
What is Tottenham Hotspur sending me notifications? I'm not interested.
There's been a goal. There's been a goal. Bayer Leverkusen 1.
Yeah,
Bayer Leverkusen 1. Sparta Prague 0. And Real Madrid have scored at Brest. So Florian Wirtz with the Leverkusen goal. Now that is a player, by the way. Florian Wirtz. That is a top footballer. Madrid are winning as well, and the goal there, I'll let you know, AS, is Rodrigo. So I'll let you know what that does in a minute for everything. So at the moment, it's Liverpool, Barca, Inter Milan, Atletico, Arsenal, Leverkusen have got into the top 8. Villa, Atalanta, and Dortmund have dropped out. So at the moment, Dortmund and Bayern Munich are in 9th and in 10th place. So at the moment, yes. Let me just double check that. Yeah, Aston Villa are going through. Bayern Munich are winning, Madrid are winning, and they're both outside. Dortmund are winning and they're outside. So at the moment, can't see there being too much movement unless we get a shock from somewhere.
Yeah. Still 1-0 Benfica.
In my ACCA, everyone winning other than Man City and Sporting, who are losing at home.
Counter. Go. Kokchu. Good ball. Actor Koglu. Kokchu. Good Benfica. Kokchu. Bro! Come on. Use your Frank, man. That was Conceição.
What?
By the way, there has been.
Oh my God.
I'm hearing there's been a 3-0 to PSG.
Yeah. Yes, that's what I heard as well.
I'm hearing it. I'm not seeing it on any app or on Sky Sports. I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I'm not seeing it at the moment. I'm not seeing it go anywhere. I'm not seeing that there is a third goal. I'm not saying there isn't. But yeah, at the moment, the biggest news of the night will be Man City currently not going through to the playoffs at the moment.
I told you, Sam, it's gonna be a tight game. It's gonna be a tight. I texted you my predictions. I said 2-1 City. I said 2-1.
Listen, they're my tip to win the Champions League, mate.
Yeah. Ball in from Juve, header from Vlahovic. So dusty. It's an awful header from Vlahovic. What a scrub, bro. Honestly. What a scrub.
What a scrub.
Yeah, so thank you, Marco, for just confirming for us that Arsenal are 1-0 down. So at the moment, it would mean that Arsenal finish 5th. They'll take that, right? I think Arsenal would
take it.
Juve corner. Nice.
Yeah.
How does that work? Do you go into a draw or you're seeded against one of the other?
I've got it here. We can do it at half time. I'll read it at half time because it's too long.
I didn't realize, but I really like the benches at Barrow because they're not like these like nice chairs. It's just a crappy wooden bench that you would have in primary school. I rate that. Bring it back. Get rid of these comfortable Recaro chairs and these leather
This is
ones.
a horrible game, by the way, to watch.
By the way, PSV have equalised against Liverpool. PSV 1, Liverpool 1. PSV 1, Liverpool 1. Bakayoko apparently with the goal. Bakayoko. And PSG have gone 3-0 up. Yeah, PSG are 3-0 up now. Let's go back to that and have a look. Hang on. Why is my app on a count now? PSG, Ousmane Dembele with the third goal. I think he got the second as well. And it was Johan Bakayoko with the PSV equaliser to Liverpool's kids. So, yeah, goals everywhere tonight. It's only the first half. At the moment, the clubs not going through are Stuttgart, Man City, Bologna, Shakhtar, Girona, Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade, Sturm Graz, Sparta Prague, Salzburg, Young Boys, and Slovan. The top 8 are Liverpool, Barca. I knew that was going to come off my screen the moment I started reading it out. Liverpool, Barcelona, Inter Milan. By the way, Celtic have scored. I'll cut off there. Celtic have scored. I'm going to go and look at the goal.
By the way, Bakayoko sat down. Bakayoko on the goal for PSV sat down 2 Liverpool defenders at the same time. Completely broke their ankles, bro.
He's another good player as well, Bakayoko. He's
Love
another
Bakayoko, man.
He's another good player.
Yeah, so
Very
John
good.
McGinn. Oh, John McGinn came in trying to defend. The ball flicked up in the air straight to, I think, is that Kuhn? Is that Kuhn?
Garrett Nicholas Kuhn. Yeah.
It might be. I'm not sure 100%, but yeah. So Celtic have got one back. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. It was Adam Eder. And Barcelona 0, Atalanta 1.
Retegi! No.
Barcelona 0. Barcelona 0, Atalanta 1. And what that means is Atalanta will secure themselves a top spot if that scoreline stays the same. Atalanta into 5th. Arsenal drop down to 6th. Leverkusen in 7th. And Villa have got the last spot. But Dortmund and Bayern and Real, who are 9th, 10th, and 11th, are all winning. So at the moment, there's not going to be a lot of change there.
Arsenal have a penalty.
Oh, good.
It was fun while it lasted, boys.
See, the refs do give you decisions, Arsenal.
No, they
do
don't.
give you decisions. No, refs don't give us decisions. See, they do give you decisions.
They kept a lot of good assists for Zappacosta, but it might be offside. Dinamo Zagreb corner. Yeah, Milan looked terrible today, man. They don't look interested.
So Arsenal have scored their penalty. Celtic, I think, have equalised at Villa. I think Celtic.
No way.
Celtic have equalised at Aston Villa. So this changes everything. Again, Aston Villa have conceded 2 goals in 2 minutes.
Wow.
The Atalanta goal was disallowed, by the way. So all of a sudden, it's all changed in the top there. If I'm not wrong, Celtic now put themselves right up there. Well, hang on, let's have a look.
I'm going to put that game on.
So, where are we? Aston Villa.
Oh, Lille! 2-1 Lille. Le Dog take the lead again.
So Lille 2, Feyenoord 1. So I'll let you know in a minute, but these 3 goals that have just gone in are going to completely change the complexion of that top 8. I'll let you know ASAP. So as it stands, Aston Villa have now dropped from 6th to 13th by conceding that goal.
Wow.
It looks like this. Liverpool, let me double check this 1 second. Liverpool, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Atletico, Arsenal, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, Atalanta. Dortmund, these are the teams now outside. Liverpool winning again, by the way. Dortmund, Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, AC Milan, Aston Villa, PSG. There's some big teams in that playoffs at the moment.
Yeah.
Some very, very big teams in that playoffs.
Man City ain't one of them right now. It's
at
still
the moment, they are
here's
not.
a break for Club Brugge. Zolis? The Kuiper? Zolis? Oh.
Harvey Elliott with the Liverpool goal. Harvey Elliott
Good player.
with the Liverpool goal.
Good player, man. I like Harvey Elliott.
Wow. So goal. By the way, AC Milan. AC Milan, by the way, people, what is going on with my app? It always does. AC Milan have gone down to 10 men. Yunus Musa with a red card for a second bookable offence. So Yunus
It all falls
Musa,
apart, Savva, when you don't have the GOAT in the team. It all falls apart.
I'm sure.
Winning trophies isn't for everyone, guys. Come on, winning
Number
trophies. Isn't for
22
everyone.
is the GOAT. He's the GOAT.
Backer.
Can't all win
Can't
trophies for
defend.
Emerson, can you?
He can't attack. But
It's
whenever he
it's not
leaves,
everyone.
everything falls apart.
Not Royale.
So yeah, Harvey Elliott with the Liverpool second goal. So at the moment, Liverpool played 8, won 8. They are 5 points clear at the top. That's phenomenal.
I think Liverpool are going for the quad this year.
Hector Koglu. Oh!
Liverpool can go for the quad this year. They look just so accomplished going forward. They look
They'll win one of the big two. They'll win one of the big two. I'm leaning more EPL, but they'll make a semifinal of the UCL. Easy. Yeah. They'll probably sweep up a domestic as well, one of the Carabao or FA Cup.
Well, we go there.
It's sweeping us aside when we play them.
When do we go there? Is it this time next week we go there?
I think it's the 8th, isn't it? February the 8th?
Yeah, it's the 8th, yeah.
So next Thursday?
Think so?
Yeah.
Good. So Liverpool have been able to go away in the Champions League, rest their entire team. Who have they got? Anyone know who Liverpool have got this weekend in the league?
I will check.
Bournemouth away.
Not an easy game.
That's a good game. That's a very
and
good
game. Arsenal are winning 2-1. Arsenal winning 2-1. So again, everything changes to. Yeah, Alex, he's got a point, my man. Alex said no one knows who you're reacting to when you talk because you make a lot of noise, but don't tell anyone anything that's happening.
No, I am.
No, he just goes.
Celtic, they clear it. Clear.
Ethan Nwaneri with the Arsenal goal. I've seen this boy a few times this season. I hate to say it. The way we talk about Mikey Moore is what I see when I watch Ethan Nwaneri play. Just going to say it. That will get me a lot of hate. By the way, Sturm Graz 1, Leipzig 0. I don't think that matters to either team. It doesn't at all. It's just pride down there for those clubs. Pride. So yeah, goals going everywhere. Arsenal now back up to 3rd. They're only behind Barcelona on goal difference. So they're only behind Barcelona on goal difference, and they're above Inter Milan on goal difference. So it's changed about 55 times already in the last 40 minutes.
Press, please. Oh my God, Thuram, foul. What are you doing?
Let's restart that. Oh, so loads of goals though, guys. Nothing tense about it, right?
Fun so far. I just need Benfica to not bottle this like last week against Barca. That was disgraceful. That was absolutely disgraceful. I'm still pissed about that. Weah. We'll go cross from Leo.
Steve, are you getting free dry McChickens tonight again?
I don't know, maybe.
Guys, looks like I was wrong. Man City 0, Bruges 1.
I'm about to see the goal. I'm about to see the goal. Break it down.
Bruges 1. I tell you what, Pep's going to have to give one heck of a pep talk at half time, isn't he?
Oh, that's a weak dad joke. Dad joke.
Oh, look. So they got the ball. Oh, yeah. Counter attack down the wing.
Ruzolis, the number 8.
He took on his man like he wasn't there. Pulled it back. Oh, good goal. Good goal by Bruges.
Did one of the Bruges players take a handkerchief out of his thing with Savva in the mud on it? Like, imagine that was a celebration. Savva in the mud because I know Bruges.
Ruzolis or Jukla for Club Bruges.
Oh, look at the state of that.
Good finish.
Why would they sack Pep Guardiola? This is where football fans just get so silly. Why are they going to sack? Am I the only one that thinks that's so silly, or is there anyone that agrees?
That is silly. They clearly need a rebuild, and who better to do it than with Pep? They are in a bad moment right now. They still got 45 minutes to turn the game around, but it's a good counterattack. Speaking of good counterattacks, Pavlidis for Benfica. That fucking idiot. Oh my god.
Mojo. When you say standards, is 4 Premier League titles on the bounce not enough?
And a UCL title.
4 Premier League titles on the bounce, and we're talking about standards, dude. Football fans have got absolutely ridiculous. They've just given him what, 100 million, 150 million this window. You think they're going to sack him because they've not made the
Onyedika, good finish from Club Brugge. There's a good midfielder right there. That's very underrated. Rafael Onyedika for Club Brugge, Nigerian midfielder. Very good finish. Well done, Club Brugge, so far.
Atletico 3-0 up away at Salzburg. Antoine Griezmann has a brace. Antoine Griezmann. So, they've qualified. Liverpool are through. Barca are through. Arsenal are through. Inter are through. Atletico are through. And then it's going to be all between Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, and them lot moving down. So a lot to play for. More than anything, I'm annoyed with City because in my ACCA, I've got City.
Still got 45. 1 minute added on. Ball in is poor from Bernardo Silva. Very poor ball. Very average from Man City that half, from what I saw. Very average. They need to buck up their ideas big time second half.
So while we go into half time, let's explain what happens with the draw.
Yeah, sure.
So here we go.
Wait, still half time. You want to do it now?
Well, is it not half time, no?
I'm just kidding. Go on, go for it.
So, where a team finishes in the league table determines which opponents they face and when they can face them in the knockout stage. Take Liverpool, for example. The Reds are now guaranteed a top 2 finish, which gives them a seeded route through to the last 16. That means that the Reds will face a team finished 15th, 16th, 17th, or 18th in the last 16. The identity of the team will not be known until after the playoffs, but the predetermined draw means it will be the winner of the ties involving teams that finish in those 4 places. Liverpool cannot face the team who finishes second in the league phase or whoever finishes top if they're overtaken. Well, they're not going to be overtaken. So they cannot face Barcelona if Barcelona finish second, which they look like they will, until the final. By contrast, a team who finished 7th or 8th could face a side that had finished just below them in the league phase in 9th or 10th. But what's the difference, you may ask, Savva, between finishing 9th and 24th? Teams that finish between 9th and 16th will be seeded in the knockout phase playoff. It means they will face a team that finishes between 17th to 24th. Who the seeded teams will face will be determined by a draw, but clubs will only have 2 possible opponents. For example, the teams who finish 11th and 12th are paired together and will play a team that finishes 21st or 22nd. Another bracket will pair the teams who finish 9th and 10th in the table, playing either the team that was 23rd or 24th. The 2 pairs of fixtures will be drawn into opposite halves of the overall draw, and the seeded teams will play the second leg of the playoff at home as a reward for finishing higher than their opponent in the league phase. Unlike in previous years, teams eliminated from the Champions League, either in the group phase or via losing playoff, will not drop into the Europa League. So it's still a bit of a mindfuck. It's still a bit of a.
I mean, I'm none the wiser from when you started talking as I am now. Ben, you've got to jump, right?
Yeah, I've got to jump. Always great to see you boys, as always. Always a laugh.
Ben.
Ben, just quickly before you do, Barrow have just scored the scrappiest of goals to pull one back against Doncaster.
Get in, Barrow. Barrow on the wheel. There we go. See you guys later.
See you later, Ben. Thank you very much.
Take
care, buddy. Oh my gosh. So, guys, a lot of information there, Barry. PSV 3, Liverpool 2. PSV 3, Liverpool 2. That game, there's been so many goals.
Yeah.
That's
I
so
said
many
it.
goals.
PSV should be disappointed if they don't win somehow. You're playing
Oh,
against.
of course, they're playing Liverpool's kids. Yeah, they should
Yeah.
be. Well, let's have a look what that's done. Nothing from a Liverpool perspective. They're winning the group either way. PSV.
Go on, PSV.
Yeah, PSV are. Let me see. Does that include right now? PSV are on 12 points. So PSV at the moment are safe. If they win this, they're safe. Let's have a look. PSV at the moment, yeah, if they win it, they're safe. At the moment, Stuttgart, Man City, and Bologna outside the top 24. And that goal, by the way, for Club Bruges puts them level with Aston Villa. So just now, Bruges were 1 goal away from going out, and Aston Villa were 5th. And now they're neck and neck in the table. That's absolutely mental. Savva, if Man City get knocked out, who do you think is winning it? Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think it's difficult to look past Liverpool, but it's really difficult to always discount the likes of Real Madrid in knockout tournaments, isn't it? They're so bloody strong, but I don't know. Ask me at the end of this game. Ask me at the end of this. Ask me at the end of this show. By the way, the PSV goal has gone to VAR. Let me see if I can find that. Here we go. I've got about 9 games live I could go to. The goal has been given. The goal was given. It is PSV 3, Liverpool 2. PSV 3, Liverpool 2. So that game is still going on. Guys, wow. So Villa started like a house on fire. They've managed to go 2-2. Man City are having a mare. Liverpool didn't matter for them. You would have expected them to probably go behind. That's the talking point of the night, isn't it, gents? It's going to be Man City.
Yeah.
If they don't turn this around, first of all, Savva, you're in the mud because you said they're winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
And people are going to come at you and go, Savva said this,
Yeah.
Savva said that. That's what they're going to say.
I know. I mean, it was only a hunch, right? It was only a hunch. It's not like I care who wins the Champions League. We're not in it. I really don't care that much.
Even if we were in it, even if we got to the final.
Yeah, even if we are, Man City are still winning it. Yeah.
Even if Man City aren't in it, they're still winning it.
Oh, man. And Steve, the game you're watching, you seem to get a lot excited in that first half. Which game are you watching again?
Yeah, Juve Benfica. Juve have done nothing. They've been awful tonight. You could tell that they're playing with like 9, not 9 literally, but like a bunch of different players out of position. No goal threat at all. Absolutely none, especially when you play with Vlahovic up top, who is so overrated. It's not even funny. Guy doesn't even score a bunch of goals. I don't think he's actually good at the sport. I think he's woeful. So when you have him in your team, you're down with 10 men. When you're playing McKennie and Weah as left and right backs, you're in trouble down the flanks. That's exactly what happened. And when you have Locatelli, who's a good midfielder, not a center back at all, and you're playing him next to Gatti, again, another poor center back, average player. Don't know how he's at Juve. We're getting joy on the counter for sure. But yeah, they're moving the ball around and stuff. They're not doing anything, though. But Benfica have a habit of being bums in the Champions League, so I'm not too excited yet. But shout out Pavlidis. Pavlidis, a very good striker. Needs to score a bit more, but I quite like him. But yeah,
well, there you go, everyone. Angus has now gone from Arteta out to we're reaching the semi-finals of the Champions League. God love Angus. You've got to love Angus. By the way, I'm just hearing that if Aston Villa do not go into the top 8, their playoff game apparently is 3 days after they play us in the FA Cup. Just putting that out there. Let me double check. I've read that right.
Yeah, it will be.
Villa go in the playoffs,
12th, yeah.
Yeah, if Villa go in the playoffs, their first leg is 3 days after our cup match with them on Sunday week. So at the moment, it's working out in our favour.
Well, hang on,
Well,
Savva. Aston Villa could play their kids and beat us, and then
No. I'm trying to. I'm trying to find some positive in a very.
We'll have Romero back and Mickey van der Ven back and Vicario back, maybe.
The first time we lose with those two playing at the back, I'm going to be asking everyone why we've lost, because apparently we won't lose any games when those two are back. But yeah, listen, at the moment, the big stories are that Manchester City are going out completely. And I wonder what odds you would have had at the beginning of the Champions League for Man City to not make first of all, not to make the top 8, then not to make the top 24. So there's a long way to go. You've got 45 minutes. I'll tell you what, shall I bring the league table up? Would that be the best thing to do?
Yeah, I think bring the league. I can't get over that Liverpool. 5 goals in 20-something minutes. Crazy.
Just quickly, by the way, I'm being told that there's Fabrizio Romano news on Tell.
He's a fraud, isn't he, Savva? So, I don't know why he's reading that fraudulent messages from someone like Romano.
So he has said more on Matthias Tell. Permanent move is being assessed. Chelsea remain in talks since the beginning of January, pushing for a permanent transfer. Tottenham also keen on Tell based on fee requested. Man United have called. So just to let you know, Spurs fans, Man U and Chelsea are having chats with him. You might as well take us out the running. They're both going to pay him in pounds and not with stadium tours and beer tokens. So, I think this makes sense. I think that makes sense. A Tell and Kunku swap deal could happen. But what you do know is it won't be us. I'm not too bothered, by the way. I like Tell, but for the position we're in, I don't think we need more teenagers. I truly don't think that is where we're at. I don't think Tell helps us with our defending, with our wide open midfield. I truly don't.
I think we'd be more better having El Tel Coquerel, wouldn't we? Old Jose.
El Coquerel on the left. We'll have Kate and Jim can play as a double pivot in midfield. There they are. Big up Kate and Jimbo.
I love the fact that Kate and now what Kate and they've done is it's not like Kate at the perfect match. She's added Jimbo in, but it's still going to be Kate. And then anything she says that's wrong, she'll blame Jim, and Jim will be the one that gets it. Because if it's something outrageous, everyone's thinking immediately that it's Jimbo coming up with some outrageous thing like we're doing the quad, or we're winning 4-0 or 4-1 or something like that, right? So she's done well there, old Kate.
Bryce, you've outdone yourself this time, mate. Time will tell. Right, let me have a look at the Champions League table. Here we go. So as you can see, hopefully everyone can see that Liverpool top, Barca second, Arsenal third, Inter Milan, Atletico Madrid, Bayer Leverkusen, Lille, and Atalanta. If we then go down to the next teams in the playoffs, we've got Borussia, Bayern, Munich, Real Madrid, Milan, Villa, PSV, Bruges, PSG, Benfica, Feyenoord, Monaco, Celtic, Brest, Juve, Dynamo Zagreb, and Sporting. And the teams going out are Stuttgart, Man City, Bologna, Shakhtar, Sturm Graz, Red Star, Sparta Prague, RB Leipzig, Girona, Red Bull, Young Boys, and Slovan Bratislava, who have played 8, lost 8. So that's where we stand at the moment. I'll keep you updated if there is anything else from Matthias Tell. I'm almost like feeling like, is that it? You know, when you hear links and you're like, is that where we're at? Like a 19-year-old that doesn't get games for his club is.
Well, no. Stop. Let's make this clear on Matthias Tell, all right? Because I'm also a Bayern fan, so I'll speak on this, right? Sane is a bum. Coman is not very good anymore, and he's way too injury prone. It's pointless having him here. And also, Gnabry is also another bum. Genuinely, these guys are not the players they were 3 years ago. Telling you right now, Matthias Tell cannot do any worse than them. He can't. And he's shown much better finishing instincts than Sane, Gnabry, or Coman in the limited time. He's much quicker, makes better decisions. He's been good this game against Slovan. So this is a player that I believe should be starting for Bayern. But company, I think, is making a really bad error. And Gnabry's not good, bro, Angus. He's not good anymore.
But Steve, I go back to my original point. This is a guy that's not playing football. He is 19 and he's got 12 goals in his career. The point for me is, again, this is another one for Spurs where it's a little bit like we're bringing in more kids to try and get us out of difficult situations.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not knocking Matthias Tell as a player. I think he looks like he's got a lot of attributes. That's the sort of player I want to be getting in 3 or 4 years' time, not when he's 19. But listen, I don't think we'll get him, Steve. If
I don't either. I agree.
If Chelsea and Man United are going for him, I just get the feeling that Chelsea will blow us out the water with salary.
Yes.
And if Romano is right and saying that Chelsea will be looking at a permanent fee, what do you reckon that fee would be for Tell? 40? 50. Right.
40,
I can guarantee you Daniel Levy ain't dropping £50 million in January. I don't know. I might be wrong. I just can't see him coming.
Cash flow problems, Savva. We've got no money.
Cash flow. Oh gosh, cash flow problems at Tottenham. Did anyone see that debate between Simon Jordan and the FFP expert or the
Kieran Maguire? Kieran Maguire?
No. Some of the games are kicking off. I'm just going over to Man City to see if they've done anything. I don't think they have done anything after. Oh, yes, they have. Savinho on for Gundogan. I would very much expect that this game is going to be Man City peppering that goal for 45 minutes. Yeah. I don't know what any of you think, but I can't see any way that they don't. I'm going to watch this for a few minutes, so keep up with the goals, guys. I just feel like this could... off yet. By the way, he's missed a sitter. Oh my gosh, I was about to say, by the way, it's 1-1. Kevin De Bruyne has whipped over an inch perfect cross, and John Stones, oh my God, no one was marking him. He's got to score that. If anyone wants to have a look at that.
I need to see this.
Pep, when the ball came over, guys, Pep did this. Pep did the heading movement for him. I still think they will win this game tonight. I'll be utterly surprised if they come away from this game not qualifying. Let's have a look, shall we? Live. Are there any other goals? Any other goals? Not at the moment. No, not all of the game. By the way, most of the games are still at half time as we speak. Yeah. Good to know. Timber is on and party's off. Good to know. Thanks, Angus.
Thanks, Angus.
I bloody love Angus. Do you know what made me laugh there was the moment Steve said, yeah, Gnabry's not very good. Angus's Arsenal instincts kicked in and went, Gnabry used to play for Arsenal.
Take him at Arsenal.
Shut up, Steve. Gnabry's brilliant.
Take him at Arsenal, please. I'll give him to you for a Snickers bar or a packet of Skittles. Like, he's not good enough anymore.
A Snickers bar? I haven't had a Snickers for ages.
I haven't either. I'm not a Snickers guy.
Nick, do you remember what they used to be called?
Marathons.
Marathons, yeah. By the way, I've got the Man City game on, and for 3.5 minutes, Bruges have not touched the football. I'll be shocked if they don't score soon. They are all over.
Sane! Oh my God, Sane, you idiot!
I'm just looking to see if there's been any goals anywhere. Some of the games have kicked off, some haven't. That's a great ball. Oh, I'll tell you what.
Gnabry walks into Newcastle's team because Miguel Almiron plays on the right wing and Jacob Murphy does. Like, no shit, obviously. It's not saying much, though. I'd start Barry at right wing.
Angus makes it so easy for people that aren't even Spurs fans to not want Arsenal to do well. Like, do you know what I mean? He just makes it so easy to hate his club. There's been no goals in the second half at the moment, guys and girls, anywhere across Europe. And by the way, Barrow 1, Doncaster 2 is still a latest score in League 2. If you haven't liked this show, this will be the first time I'm asking you in an hour and a half. Please do like the show. That'd be much appreciated. And please subscribe if you haven't. We're nearly at 2.2K. No, we're not. 16.2K. So thank you very much for all your support so far. They can't get out their own half here.
Angus, no one hates you. It's banter, bro. Please take a joke, for God's sake.
Oh, don't you hate? No, we hate your. No, he's talking about his club. He's talking about his club, Steve. Don't worry. No, listen, we do. We're Spurs, but Steve's got no reason to hate Arsenal. I mean,
I don't know. The fans make it really difficult to.
Yeah, there's been no just like the start of the second half. There's been no goals. There's been no signings at Tottenham Hotspur either. So
there has been a goal. There has been a goal. Barcelona won. Barcelona won. Atalanta 0. And Lamine Yamal has scored. What a player that kid is, by the way. Yeah. He is absolutely ridiculously good. I don't think I've seen many 16, 17-year-olds as good as him. If I'm going to be honest.
What about him or Rooney? Rooney had it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Rooney was sensational when he burst onto the scene. But Rooney was more raw power for me. Yamal's just a...
technique, finesse, all that.
He's different. He is different. Yeah. Good evening, Andrea Rossi, who is a Sampdoria fan. When I was growing up, Sampdoria were a very, very good team.
Who was the English striker that played for them? Lineker?
Daniel Dicchio?
That's not who I meant. Bro, there was an English striker that played for them. I don't know. I've never heard of that guy before.
Daniel Dicchio. Do you remember him, Nick?
No.
Played for QPR?
No.
Big guy, long ponytail. Who in the chat remembers Daniel Dicchio?
Yeah, I'm going to get a picture up.
Hang on, I'm bringing him up.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, Daniel Dicchio.
He's coach of who's he the coach of?
He played for Sampdoria.
There was another
Detroit City Football Club head coach he is now.
So Danny Dicchio played for Sampdoria in 1997, 1998. Hang on. Who are you thinking of, Steve?
Someone early 90s.
Fuck it. David Platt.
By the way, Manchester City won, Club Brugge won. They have been all over them. By the way, Dortmund 2, Shakhtar 1. Shakhtar, if they can pull off another goal, it would make things interesting. But honestly, I'm not just saying it. Since I've come over it, Bruges can't get out of their, I would say their own half. They can't get out of their own third. City of they'll be really disappointed. Kovacic picked up the ball in his own half, ran from the halfway line. I would say that he dribbled through them all. They literally parted like the Red Sea, and he just kept going 20 yards out, dribbled it into the bottom corner.
Savva. This is where we just have to clarify. Steve said, who was that striker that played for Sampdoria? Gary Lineker. And he goes for Des Walker, who's a defender and completely different to Gary Lineker.
There was some
that
English
is Steve's
striker.
logic.
There was some English striker in the early 90s that
David Platt. David Platt was the striker.
There you go.
He wasn't a striker.
Well, I don't know.
It says midfielder.
What was he at? What was he? Box to box, number 8. What would he be in today's game?
Double pivot.
Double pivot into the half space.
Here we go. English players to play for Sampdoria.
Winks.
Mark, they look identical. Yeah, Des Walker and Gary Lineker look identical.
I'll tell you what, though. Des Walker, still one of the best centre-halves I've ever seen. By the
Really?
way, English players to play for Sampdoria, super duper Harry Winks.
Yep.
Harry
Go,
Winks,
go.
Ronaldo Vieira, Lee Sharp, David Platt, Des
Yeah.
Walker, Danny Dichio, and of course Trevor Francis. So a few have played for Sampdoria.
Did Lineker play in Italy? Gary Lineker?
By the way, Dynamo Zagreb 2, AC Milan 0. Now,
That's
let's see what that's done. it's all happening, guys and girls. Dortmund, by the way, because of that Barcelona goal to score, to be winning against Atalanta, Dortmund have now got the 8th position. So Lille and Dortmund are in there. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, AC Milan are not. And Man City and Stuttgart are still just outside of the top 24. 1 goal for Man City puts them in there.
And knocks Sporting out.
As we speak.
Wow. Good. Sporting, you can hold that.
So there's a lot going on. The Dynamo Zagreb goal, by the way, has gone to VAR.
It might be outside.
Where are Dynamo
Destiny.
Zagreb?
With no Emerson in the team, mate, Milan are not winning. Just remember that.
So
By the way,
just Dynamo Zagreb, who were probably the least likely team out of that bottom 8 or 10 or whatever it is to go into the playoffs, are winning. Did that goal count?
No.
No?
No goal.
So still 1-0, but they're up against 10 men AC Milan. So Man City need a goal. Stuttgart needs a miracle. It's all happening. By the way, Brest 1, Real Madrid 1. Brest 1, Real Madrid 1. Wow. It's all happening tonight. I love it. I love this Champions League format. I think this is much better.
Yeah.
It's very hard to keep up with. But what that will mean, ladies and gentlemen, is Brest, who were going through anyway, are still there, and Real Madrid, who were going through anyway, are still there. So it's nothing really, but Real Madrid, another European night where they failed to win as it stands. Long way to go. Aston Villa, 1 goal for them will take them back into the top 8. As Spurs fans, we don't want that really because of their what it would mean for them in the playoffs.
And also they said, Daniela said earlier about they'd move the FA Cup game. They're not moving the FA Cup game. So the FA Cup is the 9th because the only other game is the 8th. And we can't play on the 8th because we're playing on the Thursday before in the semi-final of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
So no movement of fixtures.
The Brest goal, by the way, has gone to VAR. I'll let you know what happens.
Here's Juve cross. Good block. Clear it.
I'll let you know what happens. By the way, Stuttgart, any chance of a miracle, I would say is over. They're 4-0 down at home to PSG. 4-0 down at home to PSG. The goal scorer for PSG. By the way, so Barcola got the first one. Ousmane Dembele's got the second 2. No, I've lied. Dembele has a hat-trick for PSG tonight. Dembele has a hat-trick for PSG. AC Milan. The Brest goal was disallowed. The Brest goal won't count. Dynamo Zagreb, who also had a goal disallowed, will be gutted because 10-man AC Milan have equalised, and Man City have just come close again. This game is like training. There are no defences. This is just, hang on, Bruges are on a break. Hang on. Lay him in. Oh, Bruges nearly took the lead. Oh, He should have laid his mate in. He should have laid his mate in. He should have laid his mate in. He didn't. And he drove the shot just wide of the post. Oh, mate, you could have made yourself a hero. Oh, mate. Oh, because...
And will they rue the missed chance, Savva? Will they rue that chance to go 2-1 up?
Well, just quickly, AC Milan's equaliser now puts them 7th. So AC Milan with that equaliser have now gone 7th, which means that somewhere Iggy's very excited in his pants. So they are 7th. Man City still need a goal. Villa from still 2-2. And it is 2. Oh, he's missed it. Oh, Kevin De Bruyne. The ball bobbled and bounced around like pinball in the penalty area. Fallen to De Bruyne on the half volley. And on the half volley, you're thinking, it's De Bruyne. And he screwed it wide. This game is wide open. It's really good.
And if Villa score and that'll take them to 16 points, they will leapfrog Milan. Milan will stay in 8th and Lille will drop out if Villa get a win against Celtic at home. Oh, that would be by 2 goals. 2 goals over 8 games. That's what would happen. That's the difference. Amazing.
It's all happening. It is all happening. Yeah, so 4-0 PSG. Yeah, Dembele with a hat-trick. And you know what makes this all very refreshing and fun is the fact that Spurs aren't playing tonight. We can deal with all that kind of heart stuff tomorrow, but at the moment, it's just good fun not having a horse in this race. City are coming forward again. They are all over. And by the way, it's changed again. AC Milan got back to 1-1. They're now 2-1 down. Dynamo Zagreb. And City are in. City are 2-1 up. City are 2-1 up, and it's an own goal, the old Oggy. Man City are 2-1 up. Dynamo Zagreb are 2-1 up. Sturm Graz are beating RB Leipzig 2-0. Foxy's RB Leipzig. So at the moment, God, it's all changed. Milan will be dropping out of that top 8. I'll tell you what, Lille 3, Feyenoord 1. Lille 3, Feyenoord 1. There are goals everywhere. Brest 0, Real Madrid 2. Brest 0, Real Madrid 2. No wonder Jess Stelling stepped down after decades of doing this every Saturday.
Yildiz! Oh.
I don't know if the Real Madrid or Lille goals are going to count. I'll wait and see.
Where have you seen the Dynamo Zagreb goal? I can't see it. It still says 1-1.
Offside. It's been disallowed. Sandro Kalenovic has a goal ruled out for offside. So Dynamo Zagreb,
2 goals they've had ruled offside.
2 goals ruled out. Real Madrid, Jude Bellingham has scored. So all of this means thusly. Man City have now put themselves into 22nd. That means that Dynamo Zagreb, who were in it, have now dropped out of it, right? Yep. Sporting are hanging on, as are Club Brugge. Now, only one of them will drop out if Dynamo Zagreb score, because Stuttgart are 4-0 down. So Stuttgart have gone. They cannot qualify unless they score 4 goals. So Dynamo Zagreb are the only team from 25th to 36th that can make the playoffs. Now, if Club Brugge score here, that would automatically put Dynamo Zagreb above Man.
No. So hang on a minute. So if Brugge score, does that then put Stuttgart back in?
If Brugge score, no,
because City would then go to 9 points. No.
Yes. If Brugge score, Stuttgart. Sorry, you're right. Stuttgart. Oh my God, stop it. Too tight.
And then Dynamo Zagreb would miss out. But if Dynamo Zagreb, oh my God, this is so complicated. There's been a goal in Munich.
Harold Kane. I was about to say, yeah, Harry Kane has scored
Finally.
for Bayern Munich.
Awful tonight.
Such a bum. What a bum. 2 goals in 3 months or whatever.
Love it. Bayern 2-0. I'm just seeing if there's any other goals at the moment. No. So Aston Villa have 30 minutes in their game. Celtic, by the way, at the moment, Celtic and Villa both safe in the playoff zone.
Yeah.
But I believe, if I look at the league table, Celtic can't qualify automatically. Villa can.
Villa can, yeah. Villa will jump into 7th place, dropping Milan down to 8th. If Lille score another goal.
Hang on. Aston Villa 3, Celtic 2. Aston Villa 3, Celtic 2, and it's the Arsenal striker, Ollie Watkins, that scored. And just remember, everybody, Angus couldn't believe that Aston Villa picked their star striker to try and win them a Champions League game.
How dare they?
He's onside. Yeah, the ball was played in by Rodgers. You don't miss them. Oh, sorry, not Rodgers. That was Ramsey. He laid it across, and Ollie Watkins swept it home. So it is all changed. Dynamo Zagreb 2. AC Milan 1. I promise you this time. Dynamo Zagreb.
Counting? Third time
Atletico
lucky.
Madrid are 4-0 winning. Their game means nothing. So, hang on. I'm knackered. I can't do this every week. This is knackering. 18 games in one night. It's just too many. It's too many, UEFA. So Aston Villa have leapfrogged Lille. As far as I can work out, they have leapfrogged. No, hang on. They haven't, because Milan are losing. Barcelona, Liverpool, Arsenal, Inter, Atletico, and Bayern are the top 6. Villa are 7th on 16 with a +6 goal difference. Lille are 8th on 16 points with a +4 goal difference. And AC Milan have dropped to 12th. So AC Milan have gone from 7th to 12th in 1 goal. Aston Villa are going through as it stands. So Villa are going through automatically. Liverpool have won the group, and City are in the playoffs. But God knows who they'll be playing.
No,
I have
Barcelona
no idea
are top.
what Nick said earlier.
Barcelona are top, Savva.
Yeah.
Savva stands corrected. Sorry, Barcelona. Jesus Christ. There's too much to look at. There's 18 games.
It's going like this. The table's going like this, and it's not even updated properly. I'm like, what's going on?
Do you know what I want to work out how to do? I want to work out somehow how to get a vidi printer type thing going on. I've seen channels do it. If I can work that out, that would be epic. Leverkusen 2, Sparta Prague 0. So what that does is cement Leverkusen with 16 points, and it puts them on a +8 goal difference. So Leverkusen are secure. I don't think there was any worries, but Leverkusen are secure. And the game that looks utterly shite tonight is Young Boys 0, Red Star 0, and that is 35th versus 30th. So that game looks absolutely dead rubbered, doesn't it? Oh my gosh, it's all happening. What a good night of football. So the only team, if I'm not wrong, the only team that are letting me down in my 7-team hacker for £1,000 are Sporting Lisbon at home to Bologna.
Whoa!
I hope they get relegated.
Yeah, exactly. Bun Sporting. That's what I'm saying. F Sporting.
Well, as it stands, Sporting are now getting knocked out.
Woo! Let's go.
Wow. So Sporting need 2 goals.
Hate them. Yeah.
They need
one.
No, they need one. They need 1 goal to get a draw and go above Dynamo go above. They'll knock Dynamo Zagreb out because they'll go above Bruges.
Is that
So,
a penalty
but
for Milan?
But the good news is they need to find something, right? So I've got half a shout.
Yeah, they need to find something. They need at least a goal, but 2 for your Aka. So Gokares. Come on, Gokares. Get on
He's
with
not
it.
playing, he's injured.
Oh wow, there you go.
Let's have a look, see if there's a cash out. I'm guessing it's going to be peanuts.
Penalty for Milan. It looks like Leao got tripped up by the goalkeeper.
Gone to
Villa
VAR.
might have a pen. Villa have a penalty.
Gone to VAR. It's gone to VAR in Zagreb. That could have a big consequence in the top and bottom if that's given and scored.
Hang on, I'm going to Villa Park to watch it live. I'll tell you what, I love these European nights. This is excellent.
Oh yeah, this is fun.
Let's just see if Fabrizio Romano in the middle of all this wants to chuck some news our way.
Decision
He's just done
overturned.
eyes.
Zagreb, no penalty to Milan. No penalty.
Offside.
By the way, just quickly, Fabrizio Romano's done the eyes on Duran to Al Nassr. So all of that Savva fake rumor. That's now.
And does that mean Watkins is not going to Arsenal for Angus? Atalanta have equalised at Barcelona, which means Liverpool must now be top of the group again. Oh, my word.
God, so
clear it.
So in my anchor, it is literally Sporting Lisbon for £1,000. By the way, here, the Arsenal centre forward, Ollie Watkins, is going to step up to score for his previous club, Aston Villa. I've never known anything like it. An Arsenal player being allowed to play for his old club on such a big night. Madness, Angus. Madness. Here goes Ollie Watkins. He steps up. He breathes in. He breathes out. Oh, no! He's done a John Terry. You remember when John Terry slipped on the penalty spot and the ball went high? Anybody have a look at the penalty? Oh, no. Honestly, this is well funny. It's one of those ones, if it's not your team. His non-shooting foot has slipped.
Yeah.
And then he's kicked it against the leg. Oh, no. Yeah. So Aston Villa had a chance to kill the game off and haven't.
Oh,
it's all happening.
He screwed that bad. Oh, my. Yeah, he did, Savva. Wow. Cross from Juve. Ederson with the goal for Atalanta, by the way. Brilliant.
So, Inter Milan 3-0. Inter Milan 3-0. A Lautaro Martinez hat-trick. Another hat-trick for Martinez. PSG are 4-0 up. The Atletico Madrid fourth goal, by the way, was scored by Llorente. Juventus. Did you say Juventus scored?
No.
Oh.
You would be able to tell if they did. Trust me.
Yeah.
Sporting Lisbon for £1,000.
Aye.
Man City, by the way, should be 3-1 up. Haaland has nicked the ball. They've played the ball out. It's gone to Haaland. He's running through on goal. Keeper's pushed it to the edge of the penalty area. And then the follow-up into an empty net was cleared off the line. There's a lot going on in all the games. I'm flicking between all the British clubs here and trying to get every single goal. Man City look like they've stemmed the flow, but they know one goal against them knocks them out here.
Here's Feyenoord, good move. Igor Paschal, twist, turn, good ball. Oh, it's cleared by Lille. Alexandre Ribeiro. Good defense.
I'm trying, Dan. I'm trying. I feel like we need more likes for appreciations. I'll tell you what, Bruges are defending for their lives. Every time that ball goes in the penalty area, there are bodies everywhere. Danny, I really like Edison.
Yeah.
I really like Edison. Great to see you back on the scene, mate.
Big up, Danny.
Yeah, Tommy, you're not wrong. The way people like, where is it? If I say Lubo talks about our youth as though they're Pedri, Gavi, now Casado. Yeah. Honestly, he's like Archie Gray. You're like, all right. Like, oh, you have Jamie Donnelly. Like, all right, mate.
He gets excited, man. He gets excited.
Very excited.
That's what your game-changing stadium's all about, Savva. The youth.
Destiny 5, mate, there's no cash out because the team I need to win are losing. So there's literally nothing. Savva, you are a Greek or Cypriot? I am both. I am Greek Cypriot. Yep. Put those two words together. I am Greek Cypriot. So at the moment, Villa going through.
He's making the same goddamn mistake as last week. This idiot manager, Bruno Lage for Benfica. He's making the same damn mistake. We're bringing off Shelderop, who is our pace and power outlet for the break, and Di Maria off for a midfielder and Hector Koglu, who should have been starting anyways. So this is going to go
on Sporting. What's going on with Sporting? Anything?
There's shit. There's shit. That's what it is.
Oh, all right, Steve. Don't get upset.
Steve.
Oh.
Steve. Wow, got in. Steve, we need to show encouragement to Sporting. I need to
come on, Steve.
Do you know what I need more than anything? Just the equaliser in the next 2 or 3 minutes would give me a great cash out with 6 wins. 5 of those winning teams, by the way, have already finished because they went 2-0 up with Bet365. So the only ones in play are Man City and Sporting.
Give him the juju. Come on, Sporting. You
Barcelona 2. 2-1 against Atalanta. Araujo. By the way, I think he's a really good defender that no one ever talks about to me.
Super injury prone, but yeah.
He's
a good defender. He is super injury prone, but yeah.
A very good centre half. So Barcelona are going to win are going to be top of the group, right?
Yeah,
I think.
If it stays the same, yeah.
And if PSV hold on to their lead.
Oh, that's a great touch. That's a wonderful goal. That honestly, Savio for Man City. That's a wonderful goal. The ball was sprayed from one side of the pitch to the other. Quite a pace. He took it down and volleyed it in through the goalkeeper. Really good play from Savio. Trust me, you would never see one of our wide players do what he's just done. You would never see. Man City are 3-1 up. I told you guys it was going to be a walk in the park, didn't I? I told you.
It took a minute, but yeah.
What a ball. Whoever played that ball, is that John Stones? He took it. Here you go. Let's see it again. So the ball was clipped all the way. He took it on his chest, volleyed it. A great goal. That's a wonderful goal. Top finish that. Top finish. So Man City are 3-1 up. I am going to try and find Sporting Lisbon. Anyone know where they would be?
Oh, I'll send you a link, Sam. Hold on.
No. I mean, I've got all the channels.
I cannot believe in my 18-game ACCA, I've got 4 results wrong at the moment. Oh, so close. There's still time. I need Juve to pull it back. I need Sporting to pull it back. I need Leipzig to pull it back.
Clear it!
And I need Milan to pull it back.
Milan or not, I doubt that.
In better news, in Spain, it's Girona 2. Girona 2, Arsenal 2. I mean, Arsenal are through, but it's just fun anyway, right?
It is fun.
TNT.
Yeah, because Arsenal dropped down. Arsenal will drop down to 6th or 5th. Fifth.
By the way, Andrea Rossi, I do not live in Portugal. Live in the USA. That's where I'm at.
Lille 4, Feyenoord 1. Lille have well and truly secured their place. Lille 4,
Super
Feyenoord
underrated
1.
team. Super underrated team, Lil.
The second Girona goal was scored by Stuani, who was the old
Christian.
Middlesbrough striker.
Yeah, Christian
Yes.
Stuani. There's a beautiful cross from the right. Beautiful cross from the right. Easy tap in for Stuani, who's been a great super sub goal getter for Girona. Backer, Haraldson, Boadi, Jonathan David for Lille. David, what a goal. Jonathan David for Lille. That's a striker right there that people disrespect the fuck out of, but don't actually watch. I'm telling you right now, people talk out of their ass.
Steve's going to put an executive order about Jonathan David, and people put some respect in his name.
Guys, Sporting Lisbon 1, Bologna 1. Oh, hang on. Discovery Plus want me to accept some terms and conditions. Sure. I'm not going to read it. Get Discovery, sign in. Oh, bugger off, Discovery. Boo, boo, blah, blah, blah. Right, I've now come off of Sporting 1. The goal against Arsenal was a VAR called it off, and Conrad Harder scored for Sporting. He didn't hit it softly; he hit it harder.
It was actually a tap in. It was took a deflection off the defender as well.
That's gone over your head, hasn't it?
Yeah, I know. It's a harder shot.
Way to ruin my dad joke there, Steve. Like,
you're welcome.
Way to ruin my dad joke.
I got you, bro.
Sporting 1. That means, ladies and gents.
That's what she said. Exactly, Destiny 5. Exactly. Harder.
That means
Dynamo Zagreb are now in 25th place.
Yeah.
And Savva, what does that mean for the cash out?
I'm waiting for it to acknowledge the Sporting goal and calculate.
Did you pick Milan, Savva, in your ACCA or no?
I definitely did not pick Milan.
Okay, good. Because you shouldn't have. Barry, that was a really poor decision on your part.
I know, man. I know.
Come on, what's going on? Oh, the Bet365, we're experiencing technical problems. Course you are as an ACCA cash out might be available.
Yeah.
5-1 Lille.
Wow. Aston Villa 3, Celtic 2. They're going through. Man City 3-1. They are going into the playoffs. It is all happening. I can't get a cash out. I cannot get a cash out. I've got technical problems apparently on Bet365. The absolute Borussia Dortmund 3, Shakhtar Donetsk 1, Rami Ben Sabini. That's a great name, by the way. Rami Ben Sabini.
Do you know what nationality Ben Sabini is?
I'm going to go with Moroccan.
Close.
Algerian.
Tunisian.
Yeah, Algerian. There you go.
Algerian.
Well done.
The playoffs, Angus, the first leg is 2 weeks, I think.
11th and 12th of Feb.
Not this week, but the next. It's not this week, but the next.
In the big game down in League 2, Barrow 1, Doncaster 3, Luke Molyneux has scored.
Milan cross! Oh,
guys, the comeback is on. Stuttgart 1, PSG 4, William Pacho with an own goal. Atalanta have equalised at Barcelona. So that means Liverpool are top of the group again, if I'm not wrong.
Yep, they are.
Beautiful passing from Atalanta.
I'm currently with Ellen Ellard at the So Legal Stadium in Barrow. So bear with me. Goals going in everywhere.
Villa are now down to 8th with that 5th goal for Lille because Lille have scored more than Villa.
But no one can overtake. No one can catch them, can they?
Lille have been so good in the Champions.
Who can't catch who?
No one can catch Villa, can they?
Yeah, if Atalanta get a winner, they'll go above Aston Villa on goal difference. Atalanta have a plus 13 goal difference versus Villa's 6.
It's all happening.
Pasalic with the goal for Atalanta. Pasalic. Yo, go on.
Hang on,
Go on,
I've just
Benfica. Go
restarted
on.
my phone.
Pavlidis. Nice layup. Shot!
What?
2-0.
So basically, Benfica just scored, and Steve is just having a meltdown.
Steve would be the worst person ever on Gillette Soccer Saturday. They'd go to him and he wouldn't give you any information. I'll let you know, everyone. Orkun Koku has scored to make it Juventus 0, Benfica 2. Rodrigo has scored to make it Brest 0, Real Madrid 3. Barca 2, Atalanta 2. The goal scorer was Pasalic. And what a time for Bet365. This is what happens when I look at my bets.
Oh, no.
Yo, restart your
Nothing.
phone.
I just did nothing.
Wow.
Nothing. So if they don't score, I'm going to be pissed. Lille 6, Feyenoord 1. Lille 6, Feyenoord 1. Remy Cabella has scored.
Hey, that's a Newcastle throwback.
Bayern
Harry Kane.
Munich. Harry Kane for Bayern Munich. Hang on. I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off with Bet365 right now. I'm so pissed off with Bet365.
Come on, Sporting. Get another goal. Get another goal.
I'm watching the Sporting game. I'm watching it.
I don't know if you can see the circle that's going around Bet365. Look.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
like,
no, it's against Benfica. Arsonist. Shoot. Oh, got blocked.
Isn't it funny, Harmick, that their site has gone down when there's 10 minutes to go in all of the Champions League games? I wonder why.
Yeah.
Because I surely would have I've been trying this for 5 minutes since Sporting scored. I would have had a decent cash out, right?
Try logging on your computer, Bet365, maybe.
Yeah, but then you're pretending that that I know my passwords.
Oh, all right.
Bet365 login. Oh my god, this is going to be fun. Here we go. Bear with me, people.
6-1 Leo, bro. Jesus.
No, their site is down as far as I can see.
Wow. Damn. Oh, Actor Koglu was close. Yo, Juve are a shambles. A complete shambles, bro.
I'm so... If Sporting don't score, I am so pissed off. I'm taking screenshots and I am ringing them. Web servers returning an unknown error. Visit clap. What on earth is this shambolic nonsense?
What on earth is this shambolic nonsense? Said the most middle class response ever.
Log in. Oh, I don't know my username.
You see.
That's on you. That's not on Bet365, to be fair.
Oh, but hang on. Who logs on their phone and never thinks, yeah, I'm going to need...
I log into
Never.
DraftKings. I log into my betting thing on my laptop sometimes. Sometimes.
So as it
Lewandowski. How does Lewandowski miss that? Oh no, it's Ferran Torres. Of course, he's
so as it stands, Sporting 1, Bologna 1, Stuttgart 1, PSG 4, Munich 3, Bratislava 0, Barcelona 2, Atalanta 2, Dynamo Zagreb 2, Milan 1, Villa 3, Celtic 2, Girona 1, Arsenal 2, Salzburg 0, Atletico Madrid 4, Leverkusen 2, Sparta Prague 0, Inter 3, Monaco 0, Sturm Graz 1, Leipzig 0. PSV still leading, but that's gone into... There's been no goals since that flurry. 3-2 up against Liverpool. Young Boys 0. Well, how do you say it, Steve?
Cervena Zvezda.
The 1. City 3, Bruges 1, Dortmund 3, Shakhtar 1, Juventus 0, Benfica 2, Lille 6, Feyenoord 1, and Brest are getting an absolute hammering by Madrid 3-0.
Vlahovic doing his typical Vlahovic things.
And as it stands in the league standings, Liverpool first, Barcelona second, Arsenal third, Inter Milan fourth, Atletico fifth, Leverkusen sixth, Lille seventh, and Aston Villa eighth. Atalanta, as it stands, up into ninth, Dortmund 10th, Bayern Munich 11th, Real Madrid 12th, and Milan on 15th.
Oh, yielded
15 points as it stands. Zagreb going out on goal difference as it stands in 25th place, 3 goals worse off than Club Bruges. Breasts are getting squeezed. Yes, they are.
I'm having an absolute nightmare. I'm so gutted. Like, I feel like it would be a brilliant cash out as well.
Do you know what would be brilliant, Savva? If Harder went and just banged one top bins 93rd minute, that would be seen.
That would make Savva harder.
That would be like a Wickham Wanderers 94th minute. Savva not listening. Savva thinking, no, shall I leave it? Shall I cash out? What should we do? Let it ride. Wickham Wanderers, Bosch, 4K. Thanks very much. Come on, Sporting. Let's get the goal.
Hang on, just hold the fort for me.
Hold the fort. Hold the line caller. Hold the line caller. So here we go. What have we got? Let's see what is going on. We've seen. Let's have a bit of Tottenham. A new one from Fabrizio Romano. Tottenham like Wissa. Okay, we like him. That's a new one. We were plotting earlier. Now we like him.
Like him. You want to take him on a date, maybe?
Yeah. Gosh, yeah. Tottenham like, Tottenham plot, Tottenham monitoring,
Tottenham stalking,
Tottenham everything other than buying.
Tottenham swiped right on Tinder.
Tottenham buying what? They ain't even buying they can't even buy a meal deal in the local Sainsbury's. That's how bad Tottenham are.
Tottenham are buying more concert rights. Whatever the
There's been a goal at Bayern Munich, but it's surely irrelevant. 3-1. Slovan Bratislava got one.
That's embarrassing. We even conceded to them. That's fucking embarrassing. That's so embarrassing.
Steve, your anger of Munich 3-0 up, conceding a goal to Bratislava.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing.
By the way,
it's embarrassing.
Man City has finished 3-1, so Man City are still going to win the Champions League. Man City are currently 22nd. They finished. They are definitely going to be in the playoffs, Manchester City. So I'm struggling to get any. I don't know what has happened. So Bet365 doing this when an ACCA is due is that is.
I'm watching. Are you watching the Sporting game?
No,
I am. I'll keep you posted on it.
Is that a brag or?
Sure. Why not?
Is that
so? Man City have finished 3-1. That's the only game that's finished so far in the Champions League.
It's Sporting on the break.
Huh?
Sporting, we're gonna go on the break. Now it's Katamo. The pass is poor though, easily cleared by Bologna.
Thanks, Steve.
What minute are you in, Steve?
88, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Oh, yeah, you're about 90 seconds behind.
Behind you? Jesus, okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Listen, I'm not... By the way, Salzburg, the comeback is on in the 92nd minute. Salzburg 1, Atletico Madrid 4. Yeah, oh, right. Yeah, you know it. You know it. You know it. I'm absolutely gutted that Bet365 you watch. I bet you the moment all the games finish, I bet you I can see my account nice and easily. Yeah, any money I can see my account nice and easily. Cheeky.
Come on, Sporting. Just for us. Come on, Sporting. For us. For Savva. You know it makes sense.
I can't see it. At the moment, are they going through?
Yes, they're going through.
Yeah, they're going through. So they're
in 23rd place. Celtic 21st, absolutely dropped. But there was 4 teams on 11 points. City, Sporting, Bruges, and Zagreb, and they were separated by 11 goals over those 8 games, and that's the difference.
Oh, Feyenoord chance. Oh, they missed.
Sturm Graz 1, Leipzig 0. Sturm Graz 1, Leipzig 0 is a full-time. Arma Nallo of Liverpool has been sent off. Arsenal penalties. Angus wants us to know an Arsenal penalty in their game. So let's have a look. So that's finished. That's finished. That's finished.
Come on, Sporting.
Sporting Lisbon. I can't believe this. But they've got no need to grab the goal, have they?
No.
No, but they don't know that.
Someone would have told him. Someone would have told him.
Maybe they do things differently, Barry.
No, man. They've got their look. Everyone's got a Perchy to their Savva, right? So there's someone there for Sporting on the subs bench giving the information.
And there's 6 minutes of injury time at Sporting, and they are into the 92nd of that time. Oh, well, we tried. Listen, once all the games are finished, we will show you the table. Salzburg 1, Atletico Madrid 4 is a full-time result. Bayern Munich 3, Bratislava 1 is a full-time result. Aston Villa have scored a fourth. Aston Villa 4, Celtic 2, and I think Morgan Rogers has a hat-trick. Morgan Rogers has a hat-trick for Villa. So at the moment, I still think they can get knocked out of the top 8, right?
Who? Villa.
If Atalanta find a goal, they've got 2.5 minutes.
Atalanta can find a goal. If Atalanta can find a goal.
Good goalkeeping.
So Aston Villa 4-2 winners on the night. They've missed the penalty as well. So a Rodgers hat-trick. In Young Boys 0, Red Star Belgrade 1.
Damn, we really
is a full-time result. I bet you any money when I go to Bet365 when everything is full-time.
Raheem Sterling has missed a penalty. Brilliant.
He is not good anymore.
And according to Angus, he's an idiot. Not very nice, Angus, is it? Come on, mate.
So Aston Villa are going through let's just double check this. Aston Villa are going through unless Atalanta find a goal in 60 seconds. They've got 60 seconds to find a goal. I don't know if anyone is watching that game. Sporting look like Sporting have got 120 seconds to earn me £1,000. I'm not holding my breath on this one like I was for Wycombe Wanderers. I'm going to be having it out tomorrow morning with Bet365. That is for sure. Absolutely shocking behaviour. Let's have a look. What else is happening? Any other late dramatic goals? None at the moment. Barcelona and Atalanta, there's 1 minute. They're in the last minute of the 5. Looks like that game's going to play out.
Benfica, final. Let's go. Juve are absolutely woeful, man. Wow.
So as it stands, it's either Real Madrid or Bayern Munich against Manchester City or Celtic.
Ooh. So Leverkusen 2, Sparta Prague 0 is a full-time result. Villa 4, Celtic 2 is a full-time result. Sporting Lisbon are about 1 minute away from going onto my blacklist of teams that I hope fade away and do nothing for the rest of their existence.
Good.
Barcelona and Atalanta's in the 96th minute. There can't be long to go in any of these games now. There really, really can't. There's still a few games playing, though. Barcelona is still playing. So Stuttgart 1, PSG 4 is a full-time result.
Yeah.
Girona 1, Arsenal 2 is a full-time result. Villa 4, Celtic 2 is a full-time result. We're waiting for the last 5 or 6 games to finish before we show you the full-time table. PSV look like they're going to beat Liverpool 3-2. Yeah, that game's into the 93rd minute of injury time. Sporting Lisbon are into the 97th minute. I hate Sporting Lisbon now. They've
yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Savva. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to hate a team that ruins a 7-team ACCA. Lille 6, Feyenoord 1 is a full-time result. The other games are still going. There's still games going. I don't know if there's going to be a late goal.
Yeah.
The only game that can change anything, I believe, right now is the Atalanta-Barcelona game.
14-1, Bologna 1, full-time.
Sporting 1, is it full-time?
Yeah. And the only thing Bet365 will do, mate, is refund you your bet. That's all they're going to do.
I'll take it. So Sporting 1, Bologna 1. The game at Barca is still going. Barcelona 2, Atalanta 2. Brest 0, Real Madrid 3 is a full-time result. So Villa fans will be desperately asking for the full-time whistle in Barcelona. PSV, Liverpool is still going. Inter is still going versus Monaco. Dynamo Zagreb 2, Milan 1 is still going. 98th minute at Barcelona, 96th minute in Zagreb, 96th minute in Inter, which is a game that doesn't really matter now, and 95th minute for PSV. Brest 0, Real Madrid 3. We're still waiting. It's all on one game, isn't it? It's all on one game. We're all waiting, and I bet you I can get into my Bet365. I'll bet. Told you. Absolutely shocking.
The game's finished now at
Barca 2, Atalanta 2, which means Aston Villa are in the top 8. Inter Milan 3, Monaco 0 is also a full-time result. The only 2 games that are playing, Dynamo Zagreb, I don't know if that means anything now. Yeah, Dynamo Zagreb need a goal. No, they can't do anything, can they?
No.
That's dumb.
Just got a bunch of goals.
Yeah, Dynamo Zagreb. So that means the table is going to end the way it currently stands. I will show you it right now. Where are we? So let's have a look. Let's bring up the table, shall we? Let's just check if all these games are finished. I can't believe some of these games are in the 99th minute. So before we leave you and say good night, let's have a look at the table. So Liverpool have won. They've lost on the night. Or, well, they're still playing, actually, but they've lost. It looks like they've lost.
It's just
on the night.
finished 3-2 PSV. 3-2.
Hey,
3-2.
PSV.
So Liverpool have won the group, so to speak. Barcelona second, Arsenal third, Inter Milan fourth, Atletico fifth, Bayer Leverkusen sixth, Lille seventh, Aston Villa getting in there with 16 points on eighth. Then the teams in the playoffs will be Atalanta, Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid. Listen to some of these names. Bayern Munich, AC Milan, PSV, PSG, Benfica, Monaco, Brest, Feyenoord, Juventus, Celtic, Man City, Sporting, and Club Brugge. Dynamo Zagreb, Stuttgart, Shakhtar, Bologna, Red Star, Sturm Graz, Sparta Prague, Leipzig, Girona, Red Bull, Slovan, and Young Boys all miss out. Guys, what a hectic night of football that is. What a hectic night. That's good fun, isn't it?
The format change is brilliant. Honestly, I love it. This is a great format. You get 8 completely different opponents, home or away. You get this last table date drama, which is guaranteed to be, because everything's so close in such a short amount of games. Like, yeah, that was good. It was very good. Well done. Thanks for having me on.
No, you're more than welcome. Listen, I am going to redirect. So I've promised I'll jump on with the 2 marks for half an hour. So let me see if I can redirect them, guys and girls. Please show some love to the 2 marks. I really like their channel. They're really good guys, both of them. So please do show some love. Let me just see if I can find their channel to redirect this to. Customization.
And tomorrow's game, we move on to the same thing tomorrow. Lazio, Eintracht Frankfurt, Athletic Club Bilbao, Manchester United, Lyon, Spurs, Anderlecht, and FCSB are currently the 8 teams in the top 8 for Europa League. Will that stay the same? I'm going to say no.
No.
I don't think so. No, it's Spurs will do our very, very best to stop that. But listen, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you very much, Steve. Thank you, Nick. Really enjoyed that. Thank you to everyone who joined in. A thoroughly hectic but enjoyable evening. Take care. Please go over and support the 2 marks. You'll see me over there. I'll go from my very annoyed at Bet365 stance to being annoyed about Tottenham Hotspur. See you in a minute, guys. Take care. And big up to Sanctuary of 7, who said I have to see Steve's 2 favorite teams playing. Yeah, can you imagine? That would be absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. Take care. And as always, Enoch out, Levy out, Ange out. But come on, you Spurs.